having the decency to not go after folks that have nothing to, folks that have nothing to do with it. You would think these folks have decency, but that's not what they have. They aren't decent people at all, actually. And you see this in.
You got something to say about that? That's astonishing. You are promoting people who go after my autistic daughter, sir. That's what you're doing. That's what you talk about. You retweet them, talk about them like they're good people, because they're on your side. They're on your team. That's all. The pearl clutching and crying over this is really silly. It's not that you made a comic book company. Everybody wanted you to do that. It's been your behavior afterwards. It's not the fact, see, it's like, all I did was make a comic book company and then all this crazy shit happened. Well, what happened was first you set your fans on, you said, gatekeep the fuck out of my company. That's the first thing you did. Then you started to send DMCA strikes to your critics, people who were making fun of your channel. You false flagged them. You destroyed their little businesses. Then when somebody responded in retaliation by taping money, you ignored his super chats. He came and taped money to your door. You made videos saying that you wanted to kill him. And then after that, when some church, a ministry said that, hey, we own the license, that we own the trademark to the name of your comic book, and we're going to have to sue you for that because, there's some confusion in the market. You blamed two more of your internet enemies and sicked your fans on them and drove him crazy. You sent me a message when I said I saw this stuff happening. I said, this is fucking nuts. This is crazy. No, this guy wrote a criticism of your book. It was valid. You sent me a message telling me to shut the fuck up or there'd be consequences. But you're a fucking asshole and a liar and kind of a bully. And then also, your comics are terrible. Which is why they're terrible. Your comics are bad, dude. Your trading cards are bad. Your weird book that was like $100 for like 8 or 16 pages, was a terrible grift. It was an awful ripoff. Your writing exposes you for having like a double. Like, there's no way you have a triple digit IQ. There's no way after reading those cards. There's no possible way. In my opinion, you conned everybody. And the way that you did it was you explained that you were going to start a comic book company and it was going to compete with Marvel and DC. A lot of people said, oh, it's anti-woke. I'm just going to push that to the side. You said, I never said I was going to be anti-woke. That's fine. You said that you're going to compete with Marvel and DC. And when people said, can we see the book? Can we see samples of the comic book? No, I don't do that. You're going to pay me to read my book, you said. Essentially, there were no lettered samples anywhere. Nobody got a sample of your writing. Nobody had any idea what the comic book was about. They trusted you. They just trusted you. And you conned them. Because we read the book, we've reviewed the book, and it stunk. It was illiterate. And then when other people tried to criticize you, you tried to destroy them. You continue to try to destroy them. But listen, if people are acting crazy, maybe it's because you tricked them and everybody's angry with you. Eric, you promised these people that you were the Black Stan Lee, and if they gave you millions and millions of dollars, you'd be competing with Marvel and DC. And the thing about it is that you didn't allow people to see. You asked them to trust you. You didn't even allow them to see. If you had given people 5 pages to read, they might have made a different choice. They might not have invested $700, $100, $200. They might not have opened up a credit card and maxed it out to support you because they might have seen that you don't know what you're doing because you're just not capable of making comic books. And you've obfuscated by saying, well, the other guys, comic skaters, their books are slow. They sit on your money with crowdfunding and yeah, we know how to make comic books. We're making comic books. We're making comic books that are worth reading. I don't know why I believed in you. It's like when I look back, I'm like, why did I think this guy? I must have been completely hypnotized too. So I understand why other people are completely hypnotized to think that like somebody who's never written a comic book before can come out of the gate and write a comic book that's worth reading. They can't. It's rare.
And it wasn't the starting of the comic book company. Let's be a little more precise. It was a success of it. Because if it was dead on arrival, nobody would have cared.
I want you to find the moment. Look at this. Like, if it was dead on arrival. Eric, I want you to find the moment where people started to turn on you. Do you know when that moment was? It was right around ISOM 2. right around ISOM 2, I think ISOM 2 was finished, being funded, and you received criticism from Dick and Vito. And your response to that, your reaction to the criticism that you received was when people started to turn on you. That was the turning point. That was when everybody started to see what you were doing. And that was, and then before that was, I believe before that was you attacking young Clippa, taking his business down, his parody, all this stuff. Basically, what happened was Dick Masterson challenged everybody to read the comic book, and he was challenged to read it too. So apparently nobody was reading your comic. And then they read it, and that's when they, it wasn't the success. Everybody was excited for the success of something that would be good. It wasn't good.
One take, every take. All right, let's go. It was a little close. One take, every take. What's my experience with comic books? Well, you see... What's my experience with comic books? Well, you see... This needs to be natural. What's my experience... Okay. What's my experience with comic...
We went to the library to get Mint some essential comic books. Some Kevin Smith Daredevil. Everybody hates Kevin Smith right now, but his Daredevil and his Green Arrow run were excellent. Some Superman Greatest Stories Ever Told, and then Stephen King's The Dark Tower series. Since the main goal Mint and I have is to do like a Western comic book series together, I got her one with like a Western character. Now these are all normie bait books from the local library, where we just did this hilarious prank on Patton Oswalt.
Listen up, you son of a bitch. My name is A.S.C. Riley, the ego-arsonist of antisocial entertainment, the vizier, the producer of The Dick Show, and this dank meme. And I put a world of hurt on the wife-wasting wackadoodle pussy Patton Oswalt. Now I'm the king of these queens. This jabroni never saw me coming, and you won't either.
I saw Patton Oswalt's wife's book. They used the Twitter crop to hide the joke. Patton killed his wife, and he retweeted it, so... Anyway, this is my meme for the week. Now we're at this Dollar General so we can buy some things and then get home and start working on some comics. She's an artist, but she's not like a comic book artist. So I think that after reading these, she'll have a better idea of what companies used to make when they were making really good books. And that the experience of reading these will help her. There's a little park over here.
What's my experience with comic books? Well, you see, I've read parts of The Astounding Wolfman and parts of Invincible, and I'm currently reading The Walking Dead. I'm on issue 19, plus I'm reading the books that we just got from the library. Back in 2018, I created a comic called The Wolves of Seattle. It's about a boy who discovers that his dog is part of a line of genetically modified superdogs. I scrapped the project after 8 pages when I moved on to something else. And that's my experience with comic books.
We've been working on a lot of other projects this year, most of which are the long form type. Mint doesn't take shortcuts out here, you know, she wants to do it the right way.
Yeah, the right way is the best way.
Yo, it's a Patrick Michael comic, and I'm drawing it, and Riley's writing it. It's coming out Christmas. We have it all finished. Yeah, the dialogue's dope, the art's great. Black and white lines, there's no color. There are shades of gray though. So the synopsis is, in book 1, Patrick Michael is an international spy, but no one knows that, except for the people who do. He works for the WATP to protect humanity from threats big and small. In this first book, Patrick Michael confronts a long-time nemesis. Fucking, okay, just looking back at this, fucking Patty and Patty, use a different name, Patrick Michael, god damn it. Okay, we see the debut of Patty Broken Skull and Patty C Cups. Great designs, by the way. They're very heavily inspired. For the Patty Broken Skull, I kind of designed them based off of the Ghost Rider guy, but like he's on a bicycle instead of a fucking motorcycle. You still got the flame effect going on, but he's just like a weird dorkier version of him, and I love him. And then fucking Patty C Cups, has C cups. And she's like wearing like a crop top and just like leggings. She has like this 90s punk ass hair and like big ass hoop earrings. It's pretty fucking great. It's really hard to consistently draw C cups, which is weird. I'm used to drawing big tits. And big tits, you can it's kind of easy to just, you know, draw big tits. You don't need to make them like an exact size. But with smaller tits, you kind of have to. It's like, oh, if it's like this line, a little bit bigger than like the last line, that's a whole ass cup size. It's crazy. The power system is basically Patrick Michael uses a wristwatch to transform into his characters. It's Ben 10. And we wanted to use the Ben 10 power system because Patrick Michael probably likes Ben 10.
To go even more into depth, the panels themselves are just like rectangular whatnot. I wanted to kind of like do this whole simple comic, simple but effective is kind of the style that I'm going for. Holy shit, the sun is my eye. Yeah, that's the style I'm going for, simple. And I really hope that when it comes out, y'all enjoy. The Patrick Michael comic's out. Wow. We haven't really done a main channel video. You might have seen it. I posted everywhere on social media. But look, here it is. And you can read more in the description below. My favorite part was definitely when I did the recoloring of it. I started with the explosion. And the explosion, I think I did a really good job. I looked at several different references of explosions and I was like, huh, this is not what I thought it was. Because I was originally going to do the lighting on the outside, kind of darker on the inside. But then, while looking at the explosions, the light actually comes from the inside because that's where the hottest point of the blast is. So yeah, that makes sense. So I did that, and then I was also, on the last page, establishing values. Like, just the value differences between the background and the characters. I think I did a good job with establishing, like, the values, making it so that you can actually tell what's going on in each scene with the colors. So yeah, I liked just the entire process of it. Probably the most time-consuming part of this process was actually doing the line art of it, because the sketches didn't take that long. I did all the sketches in an afternoon, basically, with Riley storyboarding and helping me with the storyboards. But when I went to line it, I had to make sure like everything was consistent all throughout the pages, having to go back and make changes, noticing like some continuity things that I've missed. And there was one that I caught at the last second while I was coloring, so I removed it immediately when I got to that point. So there was a lot of like tweaking going on when I made this comic. But I think I did a really good job. This is a really good first comic that I did, and I think the story's funny. It's a really funny story. It's pretty absurd. The story is basically about Patrick Michael, who is a rock star, who's also like an international spy, and he's up against his nemesis, Kill Tony, and that's the plot of the book, and it's his adventures. We haven't forgotten about Companion of Owls, and I hope you haven't either, because we're still working on it in the background. And if you want to support us on Patreon, it's patreon.com/ASCpresents. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.
Wow! Welcome to the Clippaverse. Don't forget get your darts in. It's $2 for 1 dart, $5 for 3 darts, $10 for 5 darts, and $20 for 10 darts. Welcome to the Clippaverse.
Previously on the Clippaverse.
I'll rip another verse if you don't let me shave you. All hail the Clippaverse. I some cannot save you. I'll rip another verse if you don't let me shave you. All hail the Clippaverse. I some cannot save you. Pull up. Yeah, pull up. Ignore those super chats, you son of a bitch. I'm about to pull up. I ain't never gonna stop. anytime I want to. What's up, Bunny Battalion? It's me, ASC Riley, the king of the Clippaverse.
How come I only get $2, asshole?
Pull up!
You gave the other guy 41.
Pull up! I'm about to pull up! You're a fucking pussy! If you don't say sorry, we're coming for you!
Disavow on so many levels.
Hey, Bob. I'm Canadian, Bob. Sing, sing, sing.
We have the man with the hairiest shoulder hair, the man with the big, large clippers that have broken in half, and now he has two very deadly, very serious, pointy things. And also, the man who will shave Eric D. July's arm hair, the man with the horseman-sized wiener, and the man who went to Eric D. July's warehouse and caused him to call 5 cops for putting $40 in bunny money on a warehouse. And the man with the shungitis, we got Young Clippa. Welcome, Young Clippa. How you doing, Young Clippa? Young Clippa's got the shungitis.
I do have shungitis.
I exacerbated it.
Yeah, the symptoms are extra bad today, chat. Because I'm exhausted from mint salad spurting out all day leading up to the show on her social medias. On her YouTube, she did 2 streams spurging out about Lizzo.
And so I
About
gave you
fat women.
You already had shungitis, but I exacerbated.
But my symptoms are exacerbated.
Where's your shungitis? To help you. Where your shungitis is right there. Oh, sure, your shungitis is the disease. The shungite is the crystal. Where's your shungite at?
Oh, I dropped some. Fuck, I dropped some of my stickers. I just want to show chat my new bunny stickers. Look, chat, I'm going to travel across the country far and wide this year, and I'm going to give a lot of people bunny stickers. I have thousands of these. That is not an exaggeration. I have thousands of them, almost tens of thousands of bunny stickers.
What are you going to do with them?
What am I not going to do with them? I'm going to put them on Brooke's chair. I'm going to put them on Eric's truck. I'm going to put them wherever I want this year. I'm going to put them all over Vegas when we're there for Hackamania. I'm going to put them, actually what I was thinking I'd do is I put one every 8 feet leaving the warehouse all the way down the road.
It's like a trail of bunnies.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Where would it lead?
Trail of funny bunnies. It could lead to the gas station right there.
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
What was the gas station across the street? Oh, fuck. What was it?
It was a very private area with publicly accessible warehouses, businesses, and gas stations, chat. Anyway, there's like 3 gates I could put the stickers on.
Yeah.
I think.
And 2 of them are closed.
3 gates.
Yeah.
I don't know what a opened gate is.
The one that I went through.
Wasn't a gate. There was no gate. You just drove straight into a parking lot.
Yeah. I don't know.
There was no gate there.
I don't know what gate he's talking about.
I don't think he knows what gates mean. But alas. I digress.
Oh boy.
We're back, chat. We're gonna have a stronger show for you Friday, but Mint has just really taken it out of me today.
But Jay Bama
I may
fan,
just stand here or sit here and whisper.
He says he blames the Satanist whores.
Satanist whores!
For his shungitis.
Satanist whores. I'm a little zoomed in today.
Oh yeah? You're very zoomed in. It's a little close for comfort. Oh boy.
Chat, do you want to see my eyes when I call Meth Addict's wife a fat pig? Is that
Oh my goodness. Oh boy. A lot of stuff happens this weekend.
The main thing that's happened is our friend Andrew, the Rippaverse, an amazing man, a hero, an actor, stuntman, a director himself, a prestigious, talented individual.
Yeah, he has a lot of talents.
He made fun of a fat woman. And everyone's mad because this fat woman has a husband.
Ooh.
And the husband has more subs than the other people that are mad about it.
Ooh.
Eric's used it as a shield. Yellow Flash has used it as a shield.
She's big enough to be used as a shield.
You disagree with a couple people about this, but
What?
obviously you have a big problem with fat ladies.
Oh, wow. I went on an entire rant this morning about Lizzo.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
there
boy.
seems to be an systematic problem that you have with fat people in the way that they affect the health of everyone else.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
so I'm gonna let you go ahead and roll the what it is and put that image on screen.
I just have like a lot to rant about, but let's do it in what it is.
What it is.
This is not an overblown reaction!
All right. So you probably know this, but check this out. This is the inciting incident that caused all the spurgery this weekend.
I only dream of being able to cause so much drama with so little effort. There wasn't even a joke in the comment. It's just a fucking image.
All right, this image was shared on social media. You know, just an image.
J Bomb is right. Fat men are okay. Fat women should be illegal.
I agree. Gary and his angels. Or sorry, angels. And you know, a bunch of fat women are just posing here. As you do. No
Do you
context
think
for who
X-Ray Girl is a fat woman in this picture, or
Sorry,
they're all
blu-
a little fat to you?
Yeah, they all a little fat to me.
Consistency is important, so
Yeah, I mean, they all blend together. I don't know who these. Just first glance, I'm like, I don't know the context of who these people are. They're just.
Jimmy Reyes in the chat.
Oh boy.
I heard they're giving away money stickers. I want to put them over my nipples. I got you. I hope it doesn't make your dragons rage when I'm gonna put these stickers on your nipples.
Oh my goodness.
Mint. Why haven't we done any pornographic photos where you put these iconic bunny stickers on your nipples? That's a great idea.
That is a good idea. I should do that now.
We can do that in front of the warehouse. That'll really piss them off. I think we should monetize the warehouse by you doing porn in front of it.
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
Public
Yes.
porn flashing and stuff.
Yes.
And then I can make money off that.
Right in front of the Rippaverse logo, and if it's still
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, they
if
didn't
it's-
like remove it
yeah.
so nobody else can find their sticker base.
Or not even that. They
Hmm.
can't afford the warehouse anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be funny if she stumbled into them not being there anymore.
Oh my goodness, anything goes for a $20 Edinos. Says Bloom Realm campaign
Really?
ends in a
You
couple
know
days.
what it is.
Anyone who
You
missed
don't
it
have to
out,
misread it. You know what he means because you reviewed the fucking
Bloom
book.
Realm. I said Bloom Realm.
Why'd you misread? Why are you still
Why am I-
misreading it?
It says Bloom Realm.
Yeah, but you reviewed the book. You know what book it is.
Blood Realm. Sorry.
You're missaying it at this point. He typoed. You're saying it wrong.
Okay. I'm not going to think it's the right thing. I'm not going to think, oh, it must be you're talking about Blood Realm. I'm just going to read it as Bloom Realm. Bloom Realm campaign ends in a couple
Look what
days.
you did, Anything Goes.
Anyone
Way
who
to promote
missed out
an
is
indie
a
comic.
faux-
You really fucking did it, didn't you? You nailed that one, Blood. You fucking Anything Goes. Check it. Why don't you copyright your proofread? Fuck.
Proofread your super chats.
I have so much fungitis.
It's the Shungitis. You
don't understand, chat. Mint's been screaming at me since 6:30 this morning, and 6,000 people watched. She has 6,000 views on that fucking stream of her just yelling all day up and down.
It's Blood Realm. All right. Good to thank you for the super chat. Anything goes. All right.
Yeah, X-Ray Girl isn't a gross fatso, but she's overweight. I mean, all women are kind of gross fatsos. Mint's overweight is the thing that I keep coming back to.
Yeah.
She keeps thinking she's not overweight.
No, I don't think that I'm not.
Okay, lose that fucking belly and then
I
maybe we can talk some
agree.
shit. Why don't we go through what happened?
Look, I could talk shit about fatter women.
Mint is reviewing Cash Grab today.
Yes, I am.
Because she got Cash Grab and then she started dunking on Cecil on Twitter. And look, Cecil's a good boy. He's a funny boy.
He's a funny boy. I read his comic.
What's your problem with Cecil?
My only problem is that I didn't know that this was Nerdrotic's wife at all. No context in the picture. It's just and Gary and his angels. That could mean he's with a bunch of women fans. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, the only one I recognized immediately was Carolyn, the Rippaverse chick.
Yeah.
She was the Rippaverse employee canceled for being transphobic.
Exactly. These guys in the back could be his angels.
Which it's totally fine to be transphobic if you're also going to hate fat women. Like, I think there has to be a consistency in how bad of a person you are. I think if you're going to be negative and rotten and you don't want other people to just live their best life and express themselves however they want, then you should also treat fat women the way that you treat trans people.
Ooh, here's some treatment.
I want some
consistency
in policing what other people are doing with their time. If they can't cut off their penises without being made fun of, then they should have to cut off whatever is weighing the most on them so that they're like a normal person again. You know, like balance it out. Like if this lady cuts off her diabetes feet, then I will agree that no more penis cutting off.
Okay.
I want to see some consistency here.
Yeah.
I think we should just make fun of everybody who's abnormal. And anybody who's not willing to be abnormal and be made fun of, they should just do things I can't say on YouTube in reaction to dealing with that. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm the consistent one here. I'm the one who's saying things that I mean.
Look.
Everyone else is just pretending they don't want fat, ugly, gross women in videos.
Yeah,
They're pretending they don't want gross, ugly, fat ladies in their video games. I actually don't want these gross, fat ladies in my video games.
El Diablo Blanco
This
says,
woman
what
looks like
happened?
Cartman.
They're saying what happened. I think the picture looks fine. Yeah, nice picture. And then we got in the comments below, the Rippaverse, friend of the show, Miss Piggy, next to
Miss Piggy is a cultural icon.
Yeah, she's
this fat woman next to her would be so lucky to fuck a Kermit. Instead, she's stuck with meth addict.
So, no context to who this chick is whatsoever, right? As far as what happened, take a picture of a woman who isn't identified and stick her next to a picture of Miss Piggy. Also, and it's just, this woman looks like the Miss Piggy. What's so harmful in that? Here's the reaction to that. We got Cecil quote tweets it and says, "This ain't it, Comicsgate. Going after family is low-life behavior." Before it, there's no context to this is his wife, except for Cecil saying that this is Nerdetics'
I'm sure
wife.
some people knew.
I didn't know. I didn't know at all. I didn't know that this is what.
Do you have a point here?
The point is
the point of you saying.
The point is maybe some people knew that this was Nerdette's wife. Oh, sorry,
Nerdette?
Fucking. I don't know. Nerdrotic. There's too many nerd names. Okay,
That was the hang up there.
Too many nerd names. That's the hang.
Think about your thoughts and then say them.
Nerdrotic's wife. I did not know that was Nerdrotic's wife before Cecil quote tweeted it and said this is a family member of Nerdrotic. I didn't know that before this. Now, people who didn't know that this was Nerdrotic's wife now knows. And more people are going to be making fun of her.
Okay.
This is, if you didn't want attention on this, you shouldn't have given it attention. But,
yeah.
So he gave attention to this, and...
Yeah, he signal boosted it.
Yeah, he signal boosted this. And then he also... is this called a subtweet? When you tweet about something else, but you don't, at it?
I mean, it's not a subtweet if it's not about someone.
Okay.
This is just a follow-up, I guess.
Okay. Who knew that being against attacking family members...
Attacking and family members are loaded terms here.
Yeah.
Cecil. We're making fun of a fat woman! We didn't ask her to be fat! In fact, we don't want her to be! We're all on her side more than you are. If you're saying that her behavior is okay, that she can just waddle around banning people from meetups and live events, which I heard she did to some couple. We'll have to look into that more if she keeps squealing about.
Woo.
If all these people in the
Oink,
barnyard
oink.
with her keep amplifying her oinks. I haven't even seen her reply to this, but
somebody in response to this, because of...
I stand with Cecil. Melissa is a wonderful woman. Yeah, but that has nothing to do with how fat she is. What are we fucking talking about? I don't care how wonderful a woman she is, or how nice her sloppy pig-faced blowjobs feel on meth addict's little penis. I don't care. I don't care how good their relationship is. I don't care how good your relationship, parasocially, I might add, is with them. When a fat woman is fat, you call her fat. Otherwise, you get the economy that we live in now. You get this kind of decay of all of society. You get degeneracy running rampant in the streets. You get George Floyd not being allowed to enjoy a little bit of fentanyl. Okay? We don't want all that. Well, we have it because of fat women.
Fat women creates bad art. Because
Fat women.
they don't have the patience to create good art demonstrated by their body mass index.
You don't have the patience to create good art. I think that might just be a woman thing. Not having any patience. Fat women are an entirely different problem.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Fat women are a drain on medical resources.
That too.
But my medical resources, from having to change glasses prescriptions all the time because I break my glasses when I see a fat woman. I just smash my glasses against my head.
Because you want to break
so
your
mad.
eyes.
I'm trying not to see anymore. Then I have to go get new glasses, and that costs $300 every time.
So anyway, this
Is this really what everybody's been talking about all fucking week?
yeah, literally a response.
Holy
to,
shit, I'm so glad I don't have Twitter. This is the dumbest, most mind-numbing shit fucking imaginable. Who the fuck cares? Why is Cecil pretending to care about this?
Because of Cecil pretending to care about this, now people are responding. Cecil at this point, what do you even get out of your association with EVS? This is the company he keeps now. Pedos, low-life scum life, rip-off verse, and chasing shekels, obsessing over Eric July. Comicsgate is long dead. You got people saying this shit because of this motherfucker. This motherfucker blew it out of proportion. And now we got people, oh, actually, I'm going to use this to hate even more on CG. Yeah, this is another excuse to hate on CG. And it's like, but Rippa said he was not CG, though.
Yeah.
So, anyway, let's continue. We got, oh boy. I screenshotted this because...
What is the order here? I can't follow a story happening.
Okay, let me grab the order. I think I clipped this out of order. Because okay, let me
I'm reading these and none of them are going together.
Oh, it will fucking go. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Read this.
I'm not reading it.
I will. Anyone okay, so we have Cecil quote tweets that and says, anyone wanting a war I can't read. Anyone waiting for a war between Ethan Van Sciver and myself will be waiting a long fucking time. The only reason anyone knows my name is because of EVS and Richard. He doesn't like some of the people that I'm friends with and vice versa. I've never let that affect our friendship.
Cool. That's boring.
You're
boring me.
I just wanted to give a nice little what was his response to that is. But also, this ain't Comicsgate. Somebody quote tweeted. That's somebody being John Malin.
Yeah, the way you're telling the story, like somebody quote tweeted this.
Because I didn't read the top.
Full quote tweet? Did you screenshot these or did I? What the fuck are you talking about?
I screenshotted this.
You did all of this. How do you? I didn't read the top. If you don't know who the fuck you're talking about, why am I sitting through this?
I do know what I was talking about. I just thought it'd be more dramatic to say it like that.
It wasn't.
Okay.
I'm fucking confused about why we're supposed to care about this. It feels like it's slowing down my show and not good content.
Well, okay.
I feel like you're really dropping what could be interesting by reading it out of order and by not really like giving a shit about story.
I do care. I just fucking retarded. When I screenshotted this, I screenshotted it in the wrong order. All right. So Malin quote tweets says, agreed. This is exactly why I work hard to keep my wife and family off the internet.
Melissa isn't even that fat. She's also in her 50s. This is just kind of overblown. She looks pretty damn good for being as old as Cecil.
Jesus fuck.
No, she doesn't look good. If she's 50, that means she had 46 years to get in shape. And she failed. I'm not going to abide by this. She's not that fat. Or she's a nice person shit. I don't fucking care. If you post a picture of yourself being fat on the internet, expect people to call you fat.
That's it.
That's it.
That's literally it. Who cares about her personality? It's about posting
Mitch, why don't you make
yourself.
this interesting again?
Okay.
I really don't care what everyone in the world said about this. You told me No,
I hear it. I'm getting to that point, bitch. Here it is. So
Hey, look, I see your name. Now
Yeah,
I give a
here's
shit.
my name.
I don't care about other people. I only care about things that have to do with me. And tangentially my property, which is you.
Okay. Anyway, I got Cecil replies to John Malin saying that this isn't a Comicsgate or a Rippaverse thing. It's just this guy's thing. And then Cecil responds with, I'm not lecturing CG. I am CG, and like it or not, this guy is associated with CG. There is nothing wrong with me calling out this guy for being a piece of shit, in my honest opinion. And because I have seen him make fun of so many fat and ugly women that aren't married to a famous YouTuber, I had to comment this. I have seen you make fun of so many fat and ugly women and trans women that aren't married to a famous YouTuber you want to be friends with, though.
I don't know if he's like trying to suck up to him or anything. That's
It seems like
it's more like an appeal to decency, I think. But he has this thing where he thinks that like EVS is new friends with the next war campaign because he's like traumatized from being made fun of too hard by war campaign. But we're not like war campaign. Like, we're funny and interesting. And we're just gonna make fun of fat people, regardless of your fucking crybabying and whinging and your fucking like moral faggotry.
I feel like this way you are drawing attention to this tweet paints a much bigger target on her gargantuan back. Not gonna lie. Wow. All right. And then he responds to me. He says, I'm not saying to not make fun of anyone. I'm saying it's fucked up to go after someone's family members to hurt somebody.
Everyone is someone's family member. What the fuck does that mean?
Everybody is somebody's family member. Also,
well, we can't make fun of Melina now for being related to Obama just because we also don't like Obama? No, I'll make fun of anybody.
Meaning, it's fine to goof on you directly, but it would be messed up to goof on you while fighting with your brother. Normal people leave family out of it. And my response to that is, I think from my perspective, he did the same meme you guys do to ugly women you don't like, where you compare them in an image, but he didn't even leave a mean comment about it like you would have done. I am so confused when I see you guys, funny RW, add context to free speech to make it a bad no.
See, you fucked up. You used the word free speech. Now everybody's going to be like, I'm not saying it should be illegal to make fun of fat people. I'm just saying that you shouldn't make fun of fat people that are married to people that I already know about. Right?
Yeah, I fucked up there.
Anytime you use the word free speech, a bunch of fucking losers come in and go, well, we're not talking about the legal court or the documents or the legal law or what it is the government, the Constitution allows. I don't mean free speech that way either. I mean that I can say anything I want and you cannot stop me short of a bullet to my face. And that might not even do the job. That's what I mean by free speech. I think that's what she means too.
Yeah, that's true. When you see... The fat lady has 4K followers on Twitter, and so is a public figure, regardless of her affiliation with Gary. She posed for a picture for the internet and got called fat. No one went after anyone's family member, Cecil. Bad take. That's a bad take. I agree. All right, well, what does he say about this? I agree that with myself. It's a bad take. I don't know why I even said that. I said it. I said the
Are you high? What the fuck?
I'm not high at all.
Why are you ruining my show? You bring in what could have been an interesting exchange. You take 20 minutes to get there, and then you congratulate yourself on having written it. Were you high when you wrote it?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. What the fuck is happening?
Cecil says...
I would have just paraphrased all this if I were you. You didn't need 30 screenshots of nothing.
Look, it's just I wanted to get his or back and forth because I confronting him.
But you got fucking like 80 texts before that.
What?
You just needed the fat people picture. You didn't need 19 screenshots.
I agree.
About what happened before this.
But he quote tweeted a guy,
storytelling.
and then I went underneath the replies of that guy.
He quote tweeted a guy. What do you mean?
There was a guy that I showed earlier that was
a guy.
Yeah, it's a guy, not any fucking random. It's a random guy. It's
Who?
Johannes Killestrom.
At Rogus Oges. I don't know who this guy is.
Sure, you
But
showed
he
that.
quote tweeted that, and I was like, I just want to
You
make.
could have only showed that. Like, I don't care. Start the story where it starts, not wherever the fuck you want to start it, asshole.
All
Tell
right.
the story.
Whatever. Cecil
I'm
says.
so uninterested in this. I can't even.
Cecil says it's not a question of free speech. Of course, it's legal to make fun of
Oh,
someone's
see,
family
exactly.
member.
The gayest response to anyone using the words free speech. You go, well, I'm not talking about what you should be legally allowed to do. I'm just saying that you're an immoral, bad person for doing it. Now, I'm going to go make fun of some fucking dysphoric, mentally ill trans kids that I think are mentally ill. Come on, Cecil. What the fuck? Grow up. Grow a pair. Every time something like this happens, everyone in Comicsgate needs to pull their shorts aside, look down and go, man, my balls are really small today. And then grow a pair.
It's just a low life thing to do. You're okay with it. You do you. And I respond, I'm okay with making fat jokes when women post pictures and are fat. You are being dramatic about this. And look at how many followers she has on Twitter. She has 4,441 followers. Chat, how many followers do you have on social media? Do you have less followers than she does? She's a fucking public figure. And she says she's Mrs. Nerdrotic here too.
Someone said I seem personally invested. If Mint's gonna like pick a Twitter fight with Cecil, it should at least like be clever and interesting. And she's really made this seem like she's a boring nag who's complaining on Twitter about other people complaining on Twitter about people who are funny. And I thought Mint was funny, but now I'm losing that. Like I'm like, man, Cecil and Mint, I thought they were funny. And now I feel like Cecil and Mint are both compromised, not capable. Because like Cecil's so offended by the fat jokes, and Mint is so aggressive because she hates fat people. That neither of them handled that very funny to me. That exchange didn't come off as funny, or maybe Mint just presented it poorly.
I would say the latter. I did present it poorly, but also it was...
I don't know. Did you read all the tweets? Or it wasn't funny. Did you have funny tweets to read?
I gotta look.
What? You just bitched at Cecil for bitching at Ripoffverse?
Oh, you know what I do have though.
You told me it was funny. You fucking bitch.
You know what I do have? I do have, like, literally 2 hours before, a few hours before, Cecil quote tweeting this post about this chick. 5 years later, #Comicsgate. Looking at her, she looks, and then he responds with a gif of devastating impact.
This chick, you mean Heather Antos?
Yes. I forgot her name.
Yeah, I know!
I have face blindness. Oh my goodness, Frog Tony for $2 says Matt Bahr is doing
anything but this! Anything but this! Turn it on right now!
Q&A stream?
Go! Let's go! Matt Bahr's channel, let's go!
Yes, please.
Anything but this!
I gotta look for it. Hey,
I am not gonna stand you concern trolling Cecil making fun of Heather Antos. She did hit the wall that hard.
Hey, Frog Tony, would you mind
It's on
sending
Matt
that link?
Bahr's channel, you piece of shit!
Well,
You slow brain piece of shit! You've ruined my fucking show yet again. This was your big build-up to reviewing Cash Grab?
yeah.
Is that you had a boring non-exchange with Cecil where you were both incredibly unfunny about a woman who looks like a pig muppet? How did you drop the ball so hard on that?
I don't think I dropped the ball. I think I did a...
chat's suggesting you watch other streams right now.
Well,
you
that
did
was Frog
such a bad
Tony.
job on
That
this
was Frog
stream.
Tony.
Yes!
Give me money.
Mint! I'm gonna fucking dox you and tell everybody your name.
Don't, please.
You need to listen to me right now so I don't have to use your real name.
I'm listening.
Chat is so bored by this segment. They're asking you to watch someone else's stream.
Which doesn't come on for another 6 minutes. I've checked.
Are you gonna manage to get through this one in that time?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do the stream? Let's go.
Okay, I'm waiting. It has 6 minutes until.
Yeah,
it
are you
starts.
gonna finish this segment?
Well, I'm done with it.
No, you're not.
I have finished it.
Oh, you're not even gonna make fun of the fat lady. So you lied to me when you said you didn't get all the yelling of fat women out about during the Lizzo stream.
No.
You lying piece of shit.
No, I was
You
saying
promised
I'm done
me
with the
that you would make
screenshots.
fun of this fat bitch.
I'm done with the screenshots.
I
Let me
don't
pull
see
it up.
you doing any making fun
All
of
right.
a fat woman.
Ow, he's throwing bunny stickers at me. This is All right, let's oh fuck. All right. Well, check this out. I think, well, if she does not want to be made fun of so much, I'm going to make fun of her even more. Look at, first of all, she's turning to the side, which makes a person look skinnier. But it looks so wide, she looks wider than Nerdrotic himself. You see that? Like, there's a little bit of, like, maybe she's got a head and a half. Her head and a half is his torso. You got two heads. Two of her heads is her torso. Ooh, wow. Like, look. What? She's wearing this pattern to hide from the fact of all her folds. She's wearing all these flowers to hide all her folds. That's what it is, chat. Also, I don't like the eyebrow thing that's going on. Is she intentionally doing her eyebrow makeup to look like the Saska sisters? Look at her. I don't know. Maybe they got a type in that friendship group. Eric July with the Saska sisters. Nerdrotic with this fucking Nerdrotic's wife. Ooh, wow. They all got them eyebrows. They got them really devilish eyebrows. She's got a cake ass face, and she's the reason. You know, actually, I have a theory on her. I bet she is a Disney mom forcing a Disney adult forcing Nerdrotic to watch all the fucking Disney Plus shows, and so Nerdrotic has to like hate against all the Disney Plus shows because she's forcing him to watch all the Disney Plus shows because she's a Disney adult. That's my theory. She looks like one. Those are some artistic eyebrows, and
man, you made me listen to you yell about fat women for 4 fucking hours today, and you've barely even you got it all out. You lied to me. You're like, I have an infinite reserve.
No, I don't actually. She's the fucking reason for America, the society breaking. She's part of the problem. She's normalizing fatness. You got a man who's like hating on everything in media. Oh yeah. I'm Mr. Hate Media man. I hate media all the time because media sucks right now. Modern media sucks. It sucks. I hate it. Oh, it's the worst thing ever. Meanwhile, this fucking lady. Oh, I love Disney Plus. I'm going to watch it all the time. Oh, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to force my husband to watch it all the time. I hate Disney Plus shows. You know, that's what I think their dynamic is. Or here's another dynamic. Hey, honey. After Disney Plus, can we go to the buffet for the 3rd time this week? Sure. I'll let you do it. Just hold on. Let me rant about Disney Plus real quick in my room for 5 minutes, and then we can make the money to get you infinite buffets, actually. Oh my goodness, thank you. I love you. Oh, I'm going to eat on the buffet. Oh, the buffet sushi. Oh, I'm going to get only the stuff with gravy on it, though. Yum, yum.
Someone said Melissa owns a
high-end hair salon.
I heard that it failed in the pandemic, in which case, thank God for the pandemic. And I wish it had taken a lot more lives and a lot more hair salons with it. And I hope there's another pandemic soon, if it did in fact cause any kind of detriment to Nerdrotic's wife.
Oh boy. Oh, what more jokes can I get? Hey, instead of one cake for my birthday, can we get 2 different flavor cakes and I'll eat both cakes because I can't decide which flavor I want to choose for my birthday? Oh, yeah, sure, honey. We got infinite money yelling about Star Wars. I'll just say how much Star Wars sucks. You make me watch all the Star Wars shows. I'll just keep on saying how much Star Wars sucks. Sure, you can have all the cakes you want, dear. I love you so much. Keep forcing me to watch Disney Plus. Thank you, honey. And also, for the dessert, after the 2 cakes, can I also have a pecan pie? Sure, honey, you can have anything you want, just as long as you tell me that what I'm doing is okay and everybody loves me. What I'm doing is great for society and not at all destroying art. Nope. I'm doing the God's work. Ice cream sandwiches, ice cream cakes are overrated. Oh yes. Oh, I'm lover of all ice cream cakes. I've been being told that ice cream cakes are overrated. Well, you don't know me. You haven't seen my wrath. I will make sure to scream and shout about how much you hate ice cream cakes. Oh, you're making fun of me for not liking ice cream cakes. What?
Read chat!
What did chat say?
The salon in San Francisco failed. She still has a wealthy and even celebrity clientele. Where? Where is it?
Where is it?
Where is it? Tell me where she cuts hair. Did you know that I'm a bit of a hair salonist too? I fancy myself a wee bit of an armchair barber. Maybe I can do something with this. It wouldn't be beneath me. And I would never let someone like her above me, because then she'd crush me to death. I'm going to find out where this hair salon is now. How dare she have a brick and mortar business that's open to the public and have such a fat face on my internet?
The only time I walk is to and from the donut store. I don't know how long I can do this. I can do this all day. Chat, what you think? What do you think of my impression of her? I'm a hairdresser, lol, says Katie Did's channel. Nice. Katie Did's channel is gonna give you professional snipping advice. Eric slang.
I don't need it. I'm using clip as a euphemism for murder. Just generally speaking. That's what Clippa means.
Chat saying keep
it's
going.
It's not actually about hair saloning or styling, actually. It's actually a violent murder metaphor to be clipped. For someone to get clipped.
You know what I'm going to do? Look, I would never think about shaving Eric July. I respect him too much. I would never take him to my hair salon. You know, with all the celebrities. I wouldn't take him there because I respect him too much. The idea of him shaving is a bad idea, and I don't think he should do it. And what does Neurotic say? I agree. I agree. Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, if she's cutting hair at home, she's just someone's fat wife. She's not a hair salonist.
Like she's like goes to people's houses and is like on call.
Yeah, well, the pandemic's over, so she's just someone without a business. That's you would call this person a schizophrenic homeless person if they weren't married to some fucking loser with 1 million subs. You'd be like, wow, you cut hair out of your home and have 3,000 Twitter followers. Yeah, you're a real professional. Wow, nice clientele. How'd you get her celebrity clientele if not for her husband? Because there's no way she has any talent. Look at her hair in this picture. It looks like shit. Look at her makeup. It looks like shit. Look at her clothing. It looks like shit. And she's a stylist. I'm a fitness instructor.
Whew. Wow. Ooh, wow. You know, after I cut my client's hair, don't tell them this, but I go into their fridge and I sneak some food and I put it in my fat mouth and then I use that as payment instead of money. Actually, I just steal their food. And I tell this to Nerdrod, he's like, oh, thank goodness I don't have to pay for your meals. But then I get angry because he's supposed to be paying for my meals. He's made my loving life. Anyway. Sorry, that was a little bit of a panic. He's not paying for my food. Wait, honey, who said I wouldn't pay for your food? I want to pay for your food. I will pay for your food all the time, actually. Please. I'll pay for your meal after you come back from your salon trip. Oh, thank you. Life is now restored. I will not die now.
How many kids is he selling drugs to pay for her meals? Take a lot of kids. It take a lot of kids to pay for her meals with drug money from children. There's 8 kids or 50 kids it would take the lunch money of to feed one of this woman. Do you think she needs 50 lunch monies to eat lunch?
Her dentist is proud of her for giving him constant work with all the cavities, with all the sugar she's eating. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Well, hey honey, I need to re-up my diabetes medication. I've had too much food.
All right, is Matt live yet?
Actually,
Good job. You kind of saved.
he's live now.
Oh, turn him up. I want to hear him.
Hold on.
Put him on. If anybody wants to go in there and throw some bunnies in the chat or chickens in the chat, whatever you want.
arrived.
Dartboards. You just type in bullseye.
I got
our
3
dartboard
copies.
emoji.
We're gonna
Watch some Matt Bahr.
make
That woman
sure,
is fat. Is as
everybody
fat
gets
as I am. Chat. Don't let
their
her fool you.
copy. You know,
She's a cute little pig. Then I am too. Oink oink.
domestic and international, and then make sure everybody who order copy, damaged books, etc., get all that covered. Once all that's covered, then we'll divvy up some books, and then we can.
I need a book. I need a Rock and Roll Ninja. Somebody
missed out on that campaign.
in the fan base needs to find a way to get it to me.
Word.
Matt Xanax Bahr.
So,
Yeah, dude, the guy Matt Bahr. He's always so fucking
What's going on,
asleep
everybody?
at the wheel. It's
I gotta turn
despicable
around and
and
look at
gross.
the,
That's why our channel
my monitor.
has his
here.
in
We
views
got
in like 4 months.
Kubbe. Hey. Hey.
Man, did you set up memberships?
Hey, Matt
Oh
Bahr.
fuck, I forgot to do
You
that.
have to have that for
What's going on?
Friday.
Yeah.
There's only 10 people here watching. We're gonna
All
get
right,
people
buddy.
watching.
See you later. He's giving
Come
up
on,
some
Matt
shout-
Bahr.
shouts.
Pick up the pace. Be interesting. You have 128
know.
people watching. I know that's not normal for
Feeling
you.
pretty good, dude. Feeling pretty good. I don't feel sick anymore. Congestion's
He doesn't
going
feel
away in
sick
the
anymore,
chest.
chat.
Feeling
No more
good.
congestion.
Me and John are working
Is
together.
Matt fucked up?
Finally
Is he
got
ever
him on
not?
the
He
docket.
sounds.
Finally been able to,
Honestly, if he's always
focus my
high, then maybe this is
attention
just him
to
sober.
something that I'm doing with John.
Oh, it's John's long box.
I'm just gonna do a 1-page ad. I don't want to spoil what it is, but
It's gonna be a shitty like
just this 1-page ad that
because
is
Spark Tony and I were
hilarious.
also
I drew it
classic
up,
blue sky
sketched it
style,
up,
like it's fun Golden Age
and
comics.
he had
He's gonna have
some
like a shitty parody
suggestions
ad in his comic, which is obvious.
about
It happened.
adding something, and it
John's
wasn't
great.
a problem. So
John's gonna make a good book. Ment's a little too sensitive about John,
taking a sip of water.
but I think it's just because Mint likes the
Me?
idea of the patriarch
So-
so much.
He asked for something.
Yeah.
Not a hard thing. So I might get one more sketch before the weekend. Got some shit planned for the weekend.
Cool.
It'll
Wow.
probably be next week before we're settled on that. Anyways. Now I'm just like talking.
It's anyway,
business,
actually.
John,
That's an
so
IQ test
that's
for you.
gonna be
Jack.
fun.
It's anyway with no S. When you say anyways, like Matt does here,
We
it
got
means
him
that you've
saying hello
sucked
to
so much
everybody.
cock that you don't have any brain left in your head. Just fucking semen in there.
Christ. Amen, brother.
Like women say anyways.
I'm all about the carpenter in this house, right? He's a good guy.
Matt's chat is subscriber mode
What's
only.
up, Keith? How's it going, man? Thanks a lot,
That's
dude.
hilarious.
Thanks a lot.
He can get
A lot of
subscribers.
pressure until it finally showed up.
No,
Sorry.
people are just gonna watch him through us now.
I thought you.
He turned off his
I
ability
kind of,
to
finish my part.
like chat in his chat.
I kind of finished my part like maybe
That's
9
insane.
months ago. So you can, imagine. I almost feel like
I know.
like,
I'm telling you,
okay,
chat.
this
You don't
is
understand how
what,
lucky you are to have me.
I'm
and my
not a
goal-
Hollywood actor.
Screeching at
But
you.
this is
all
what
the
a
time.
Hollywood actor must feel like. Like you get the job done,
Wait,
you do all the acting,
this is
you
what a
get all
Hollywood actor used to feel like.
the footage finished, and then you have to wait like another, year before they finish all the pre-production on all the
God.
CGI and shit, and you're
He's
like,
so
hey, where's that
uninteresting.
movie
Like,
coming out?
nothing he
Oh,
says
next
is funny,
summer. Oh,
but thought
okay.
provoking.
It wasn't that bad. It was, like 9 months of like tweaking.
Look at the
and-
Mad
and doing the
Magazine next to him
lettering,
too. He
and
fucking worships Mad Magazine.
so it finally got
He's a
to the
cartoonist.
printer, and I got fulfilled. We got somebody who actually read the book.
Oh, here we go.
Dude,
Another
how you
person.
doing,
Thank
T-Bunny?
God. Thank you, T-Bunny. T-Bunny's in the chat. Why did he turn his fucking
must be doing
subscriber
good.
mode on? People
Can
could
you-
have popped in.
can you
and
hear
been
me?
Like,
Yeah,
way to
I can
go,
hear you.
T-Bunny.
Sorry, I had the wrong
Bunny's in the
plug-in.
chat for T-Bunny.
Yeah, what the fuck? Can I subscribe to him?
Let's go all the way.
No, don't. It's not even worth subscribing, though.
No.
I was hoping you would be talking about something funny or interesting.
Okay,
This
where
is
the fuck
making
was
us
I?
lose viewers.
I don't know.
Just saying hello to everybody. Beady, 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 beady.
Wait.
Okay. What's up, guys? Everybody's saying, what's up, what's up, what's up? Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
holy shit, dude.
Cover looks cool.
Ted Zagaro in
you
chat
know,
says a corpse has
I
more
got a
charisma.
little bit of a background in
Yeah.
graphic design. So I
Mhm.
definitely
Those
like
shitty
those
splotches of
shit.
tats, no cohesion,
Um,
like items in his chick. That's true. That's of the fact.
You know, I pulled out one of my
Or tats
favorite
user bad.
pieces. It's
Yeah, look, he's
a
looking through his
Mad
favorite Mad
magazine.
Magazine pieces.
And when I was flipping through
Oh, look, it's
when I was
it's
flipping through
artists
Rock
who
and Roll
can't draw
Ninja,
people.
this is what it felt like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
You
saying
know,
Rock
it
and Roll
felt
Ninja
like
feels
they'd
like Mad
gone
Magazine.
into a warehouse and pulled out a big stock of paper.
Like Mad
Does that make
Magazine's
sense?
cool.
Yeah.
It's a fun,
Because it's like
humorous
it's got the
publication.
same like kind
But
of
Matt is
newsprint, but
totally humorless
heavier.
and
It's
can't
got a
draw.
little bit of color
So he
to it.
can't approach being a
Not
cartoonist.
too much.
He
I mean,
isn't
it's
funny.
more of a
He
bone
doesn't know how to
Mhm.
draw.
than a yellow,
When you-
but
his Batman is anatomically incorrect. He just
I
can't
really
draw.
liked it when I opened it up and started
His
really
faces,
looking
they're
at it,
not
like
correct on the
the
head.
matte finish and stuff.
And they're not
I'm-
even
I'm
consistent with
jamming on
puppets
it.
either.
Mm-hmm.
He can maybe do something cartoony like
That's
a
just
Burt
my
Stallion
my
cover
my
with
my
8 months of
thoughts.
notice, but he cannot create art.
Well, it's very much like a 80s, you know,
All right, I
Teenage Mutant
can't. You
Ninja
got to turn these guys
Turtles,
off.
you know,
Oh,
kind
It's
of a-
fucking like hurting me.
It.
It's bewildering that Eric July got 500,000 subs. It will not happen for Matt Bahr or for any of these CG Slums shows where the point of the show is for 8 men to have a hug box about their hobby instead of to make life-changing, world-altering art pieces for the sake of human history, which is what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Every time we do this show, we're making history. Have you ever seen somebody throw bunny sticker rolls at their girlfriend? No? Throw me one of those back.
Did I hit you in the head by accident?
Yes!
Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. Here.
Throw it underhand, you cunt!
I'm looking for the other ones. I don't have any other ones over here. They're just gone. They're gone. I don't know where they went. Oh boy. Well, there is that. So that was all the. How would I even describe that? Just a bunch of people.
Well, that's your barbershop gossip segment. Roll the bumper. I was going to talk about him today, but now I'm going to have to wait to go over his tweets because I don't even want to read what he has to say now.
And that was.
Why are you writing on the internet? You're writing on the internet, and every time I look in here, it's Matt Bahr. And he's writing on the internet. You're writing on the internet, and every time
You don't know what you're in for, Matthew!
Woo!
And that's all I can muster in my shungitis-ridden state. I really hope this stuff cures up before C2E2.
Me too.
I know that I'm going to be all shungitis out Friday, and hopefully, you know, my shungitis isn't contagious at Talladega.
I would not want your shungitis to be contagious. It's no good. I want everybody to be healthy and perfectly healthy, you know? Anyway, so, oh boy.
What a fucking loser, though.
I'm
subscriber only mode with 18 people watching.
Ooh, that's just what do you, I feel like he thinks he's more important than he is.
Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah. That seems
Fucking
evident by now.
disgusting.
Anyway, I'm looking for the comic book that I was promoting. I was going to promote, and it was on. I retweeted
Tony,
it.
I am dying, but I'm gonna review Wolverine with you on my deathbed. Right? Actually, I'll die in your yard. I'll go out back and I'll go out in the pasture, and I'll put myself down in the creek, like from my shungitis. I'll lay down by the creek bed and die.
Oh well, that seems fun.
You can you can just take the car home and do whatever you want after that. Tony will know not to even bother with my body, just to let the deer and various birds pick it up, pick it clean.
Oh, here we go. Here's something I was gonna promote. All right, let me grab this real quick and
Wait, are
we'll.
we on comic book news?
Yeah,
Is
we
that
are on
this?
comic book news.
Are you reviewing Cash Grab today?
am.
I want to see a really good, well thought out review of Cash Grab.
We'll have a Viking funeral in the creek.
Sounds good to me, Tony. Celebrate my quitter girlfriend quitting her movie reviews.
At 777.
Did you announce that yet to anybody?
Oh yeah, I gotta do a video about this, but
Yeah, you should probably tell your audience. Now you're
Octo-
telling my audience.
yeah, if you were watching the movie reviews, they're going to be stopping daily on October 17th and switching to
Why?
weekly because honestly, they get like 200 views per video, and I'm paying a lot for my editors.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of money towards no views. So that's the idea. So it's going to be switching to
Why
weekly.
October 17th?
Because it's
arbitrary.
777
Oh my
days
God.
movie reviews in a row, and it's a lucky number.
Yeah, like on like in gambling.
Yeah, it's lucky.
777.
Yeah, everything's a gamble with life.
Jesus fuck.
Anyway, so we got something.
You have to be objective and honest in your review of Cash Grab, Mint. Don't let external factors or Mint.
Yeah.
If you don't show that fucking chat right now, I'm gonna leap over these tables.
Which one?
The fucking chat I'm reading.
You have to be objective and honest with your review of Cash Grab, Mint. Don't let external conflicts color the review.
You're not in conflict with Cecil.
No.
Are you?
No. I wouldn't say I'm in conflict. We had a disagreement, but we're not.
You just think he's wrong about making fun of fat women.
Yes, I do think he's wrong about that, but that doesn't mean we're in conflict. It just means we disagree.
Well, save your opinion about Cash Grab until you do the segment.
Yes.
Might be the only time that Mint's Got Issues kept more than 100 viewers.
Anyway, it's time to promote this comic book. All right, y'all. Check out this comic book I'm going to promote. It is... I have this, actually. But this is closing out real soon. So get in now. So, Between Demons and Angels, Volume 1 Second Chance Campaign. I got this during the First Chance campaign. A group of angelic warriors have been dispatched to the Earth to locate and destroy demonic agents hiding within the corrupt ruling elite.
What? Go up.
Hold on. It's a little bit too small. This is the campaign that I found on Twitter that I retweeted. I was looking for the campaign I retweeted on Twitter. And this is what I found. So,
Where the fuck do you talk like that?
What do you mean?
What do you mean I was looking for the campaign I retweeted?
I retweeted it.
You don't have a specific campaign in mind? You're like...
I forgot which one it was, but I remembered where it was retweeting.
Thing?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I was looking for the thing I retweeted so I could have it on my wall, and then I can, remember to bring it in. And I saw this. Okay, I retweeted this. All right, cool. Is there... Oh, actually, this is the thing I meant to retweet. The thing that I meant to... Also on Fund My Comic, which is...
What?
Oh, look, I'm just going to promote both of these books, okay? I have brought both these up, so... I've definitely fucked this up. I meant to promote another campaign, but I'll promote this Second Chance campaign. So definitely get Between Demons and Angels. Volume 1 is the first book of a continuate... When did I promote this? When did I never promoted this.
Oh,
I
you
just
already backed it.
I just already backed it, but I never promoted it.
Okay, do whatever you want. Fucking...
All right, for years...
2 promos in an episode no one's gonna watch because of how fucking bad you blew the beginning? Why don't you save one of these for an episode that'll be seen? Like Friday's episode.
I'll save... Is this one going to close? No, this one has 14 days ago. Okay, so I'll save the other one for Friday, then.
I have no idea. You're fucking blowing my mind with your ability to not plan the show.
Anyway, between Demons and Angels Volume 1 is the first book of a continuing dark fantasy series. For years now, the world seems to have flourished. No wars have scarred the lands in decades. The government rules the people with a strong but fair hand, and the general population has prospered. But in truth, a silent and hidden darkness has slowly risen within the lands. This unseen malevolence has begun to consume the hearts and minds of powerful people, resulting in the corruption of certain individuals among the ruling class. In the land of...
We're saying you're stoned. Are you stoned?
I'm not stoned at all.
If you're not stoned, you're about to be fucking...
Slapper.
Rocks.
Slapper. If you want to get a slap in, it's a $50 per one slap. That's what it is. So... And he doesn't hold it. He doesn't pull back his slaps. He just goes really hard. Anyway, in the land of Nigeria, the religious establishment has noticed this subtle change in the present times. The Church of Eternal Light believes that demonic souls have come to the lands to manipulate and corrupt the people, including the church itself, in order to serve a more destructive purpose. But as this darkness grows, the church continues to weaken, believing their countless prayers have gone unanswered. The end is just the beginning. Between Demons and Angels, Volume 2 is a full-cover, 80-page graphic novel, paper print size with a semi-gloss cardstock cover. There is a parental warning. Check out this front cover. Check out this back cover. Woo! Look at this interior art. What do you think of the interior art, chat? That looks pretty good. That looks pretty texturous, pretty good. I like the colors a lot. And then look at you sitting there, staring up at the stairs. Where's that wolf of yours? Interesting lettering style, but it seems to be convenient. It kind of reminds me of like a cinematography, like a movie. Shipping, like subtitles. Yeah. Shipping. Your book will be shipped in the next day after your purchase. It should arrive within 2 to 5 business days within the U.S. You'll get quick shipping if you back this. That's what it is. This is Beyond Demons and Angels Volume 1 Second Chance campaign.
The colors are better than the pencils.
Yeah, the colors are better than the pencils.
The line art looks kind of like when you're doing watercolors or something.
Looks like Tatooine. Yes, that's what that. Yes, that's a good description, and I like the landscapes in this. All right. So no word balloons, but the cool landscapes, and that's just like it just seems to be the style. So if you're interested in getting this, get this Between Demons and Angels Volume 1. And that's what I got for the comic book.
Read that on stream, right?
I will read it.
There's a novelization.
I think there's a novelization. There's also a comic book too.
I just remember Between Demons and Angels being in line after Vigilante's Creed, but if it's a comic book, I don't understand. It's a novel.
I'll have to look.
Jeez, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Anyway.
God, you're so bad at this.
You know what I do got?
Issues?
I do have issues.
You have issues!
Yes, I do. I have issues. I'm in salad and I got issues. I'm in salad and I got issues.
Oh yeah, those are good because of all the jingle tits. Now there's none of that.
All right. Alrighty. Oh, I forgot to change the banner thing. God damn it. Well, that fucked up that. Anyway. I'm in salad and I got issues.
Oh yeah, those are good because of all the jingle tits. Now there's none of that.
I got issues with Cecil's cash grab. I'm going to review this in the salad story method. S for story, A for art, L for lettering, A for action, and D for drama. How does this book compare? So, pretty much immediately, we're following a guy who has robbed a woman's purse, and Cecil is the character with the dick on his head. He's the main character. He has like a thing, like he has a hat that literally says dick on it. So the main character's named Cecil, and a woman approaches him, is like, "Hey, you had a pride parade, blah blah blah," and he's like, "Oh, I want to have sex with you." Ooh, and then her purse gets stolen, and he's not going to do anything about it unless she promises to have sex with him. And then he goes after that criminal. And it's like he's going after a criminal. He encounters a turtle
and he decides to smash the shell of the turtle, which gets him wanted by the police. And so he thinks he's a big old hero. He's gonna stop this woman's purse from being tooketh. But actually, there's these, I'm gonna call them vagina people, because their ship looks like a vagina, and they are called Vagonias. So they are vagina people. That's what it is that they are. So they're coming to Earth because they're looking for a particular man to save their species, and they're looking for a suitable mate, right? Oh, this man's gonna be handsome and strong. He's gonna be great, right? And now we're in flashback. This takes place in NYC, I should mention. Flashbacks to New York, and he's still on his like little scooter thing, and it's not going very fast, and he's losing him. He follows him in a strip club, and he goes to the strip club, and he's like talking out like his past experiences with women and shit, with this lady that they had sex with, and actually he stole a credit card, but it's okay, he's allowed to be there. Also, there's like a drug bust happening at the same time, and also what's interesting is we're now looking at some mayors yelling at a guy like, there's a millionaire's gone, they're dead, they're billionaires, where'd they go? And he's like, where is he? Right? It just seems like that's kind of glossed or over, except for that guy specifically is looking for Cecil, but like the billionaires, the 5 billionaires plot is looked over, although it's strewn through the entirety of the story that there are billionaires missing, and this guy's talking about billionaires, but who the fuck cares about billionaires when we're focusing on Cecil? He's given some ketamine. He goes through a K-hole. Within this K-hole, it's, oh boy, I'm not going to show any of this because there's tits, like there's drawn tits, and I don't want to get this YouTube demonetized. But there's like, he's in a K-hole, and it's like explains the situation that he's actually homeless, and he used to be like a really wealthy banker, but now he's homeless and he's just looking to be a hero. So he's going around trying to be a hero, but he's actually causing a lot of mayhem. He's like wanted because of how much mayhem he's causing. He drives through a pride parade to lose the cops, but actually the cops get distracted and start beating on. They get distracted, and he gets a face full of smoke. He gets beat up by the police, and because he gets beat up by the police, and he doesn't look like him, the guys who were previously looking for him now think that he's a black guy and are like, hey, no, stop that police brutality. And then they like realize it's him. It's like, oh my goodness, he did blackface. But then they get distracted by each other and all the police, and then they start fighting, and that's how Cecil gets away. And then the entire city is on fire, and he's like, I'm the superhero. Isn't that just amazing and awesome? And meanwhile, we have like this giant coke bust is happening. There's a lot of stuff happening. I should mention that the style of storytelling in this is a lot of like flashback. It's like a jump. It's like a few weeks ago, a couple months ago, few months ago. It kind of jumps back and forth a lot, so it's hard to keep track of like what exactly is happening in a linear way, but I feel like that's the joke. Like, that's the joke, but it all makes sense, honestly. Like, it all connects to the story. So, the end of the story is that he is able to save the day. He does not get laid. And also, not to mention, he has, like, this armpit... What is it? Armpit twin guy in his armpit. And that turns out to be the hero that the species from outer space is looking for, not Cecil himself. And then Cecil is actually arrested. He's brought in for murder charges. And here's my favorite part that made me very much laugh. He's like, actually, ma'am, I'm a woman, actually. I identify as a woman. And then the judge is like, oh, all charges cleared. Bam! And then he's just free. And so I was like, wow. This is like a satire. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the story. It's like all over the place. But it's like the style of story and the dialogue is pretty funny. But I'll talk about more about that in the lettering. The art, honestly, I like the art style. I like the colors. I don't know where the art style definitely fits with the tone of the book. It's got a gruesome look to it. It's honestly, I like it, and I like the amount of detail. This one, which page does not have tits on it? There's tits in it too, which is very helpful. A good amount of tits and a good amount of color. And the placement of the bubbles were pretty neat. I like the art in this. I don't have any complaints about the art. I think the art's pretty well done. Like, honestly, it's gruesome. It's gross. That's what it's supposed to be. Honestly, that's like the entire point of Cecil's character, is that he's gross. So I appreciate. So and then we have the lettering. So I'd say the lettering, I like the placement of the bubbles a lot. Let's see if this page has tits on it. No, okay. So the placement of the bubbles is pretty readable and like makes sense a lot. Was there any onomatopoeia? Yeah, here's an onomatopoeia. We got a slam. There's some onomatopoeia when it's necessary, which I appreciate. And overall, the text is easy to read. The dialogue is pretty funny. What was I? Oh man, there was like a really funny line that I saw. So yeah, everyone keeps calling him fat, and also keeps calling him gross. And overall, they just don't necessarily like him at all. Also, apparently, the dick on his head, it stands for diversity, inclusion, compassion, and kindness. It just says dick. Anyway, it's an overall. I enjoyed the lettering. It was clear and easy to read. I will say, totally in tone with this comic book, but it's also gross, and I wish I didn't see it, but it makes sense. He eats a lot of sushi, and he's getting arrested, and the cops are like, "Hey, take down your pants. Let me do a little cavity search." And then he shits all over them. But that's the first interaction with him and the alien people. So I'm okay with that because it's like the first interaction that they have with that guy. And it's only one panel. I'm okay with just one panel as long as it's illustrating a point that this is literally the first act, the first thing that these women from outer space see, and this is supposed to be the husband that they're supposed to marry, and they can't believe it. But no, it's just the armpit guy, actually. So good thing. So yeah, honestly, the lettering is it's all right, and I do like these little red what is it called, rectangles here. Every time it says a few years past, a few months, a few days since, or all the time things are up there. So then the action, I would say there's a good amount of action when he's running to get the guy. There's that. And then some pretty early on, he breaks his turtle shell. I guess that's pretty actiony. Then he's going through New York. In the middle, he's kind of chilling, doing drugs, and then he's being chased again by rioters and the police trying to beat him up. And then a little bit more drama in the middle, less action in the middle, and then there's a pretty gory. It's pretty gory. I can show this on YouTube. It's gore. It's not tits, right? I mean, it's pretty intense. There's a lot of gunshots and a lot of fire is happening. But overall, this comic book is appropriately named. It is a cash grab. It has everything that you would want in a comic book. Action, tits, and also the drama. The drama being is that he's homeless and also is just now homeless and burning down the city because he's trying to get laid, and he has to deal with the U.S. government and being arrested, and also the behind the scenes of trying to get Cecil arrested. That's pretty dramatic. So overall, Cecil's cash grab, it makes sense. The name makes sense. It's accurate. The cover is accurate. It matches like the name, and also the cover matches the art inside too. So what does Cecil's cash grab get in terms of the whatever it's called? What is it called? The salad method, I like to call it. Where's my calculator at? I like to get an accurate calculation. So the story makes sense, but it's hard to follow. I mean, I know that's the joke and all, but it's still hard to follow. 3.5 for a salad for the story. Then the art's pretty good. I actually like it. And it's pretty dynamic too. So I'd give the art a 4. The lettering, I'd give the lettering, it's decent. It's got some onomatopoeia. It's got a 3.5. Then the action, I'd give the action, this is a solid 4. And the drama, there's a little bit less of that. So that's a 3. So Cecil's cash grab gets an 18 out of 25 on the salad system. And that has been Mint's Got Issues. Oh, yeah, those are good. Now there's none of that. Woo! All right, Young Clippa. Young Clippa, are you ready to come back? You ready? All right, I'm going to bring you back now. All right, Young Clippa, you're coming back. Okay, Young Clippa is on camera, actually. All right, welcome back, Young Clippa. What it is?
Fuck, they're seeing my face.
I've told you many times I was bringing you back with camera.
See my hair. You think I look like the boss? I don't like
Oh, wait, sorry. I didn't plug in your thing.
I don't look like the quaff, and if any of you say it, I'll ban you for life from the channel. My hair is nothing like his, and my eyes aren't either.
Oh boy. Do I need to lower your camera? Are you good there? Anyway. Oh, we got some clip and rip. Your head is, I'm just saying, do we need to lower your camera because you have so much headroom? You have so much headroom. I'm just asking. Anyway, let's get some clip and rippa. You know what time it is.
I can't. I've got such bad shungitis. Can we do it Friday?
Yeah, we can clip
have to go
rippa.
to Talladega. That's kind of clip and rippa on its own because we're gonna go celebrate the frog car.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna have to come back Monday for the clip and rippa segment, but we'll be here Friday to do what it is between now and then to send Mint to the Chickens Festival for the chickens in the chat joke.
Yeah.
But then we have to leave town, so we're gonna have to do it early then too, like 2 o'clock. We're not gonna be able to do 4 o'clock shows for like a couple weeks at least.
All right. So you're saying there is or is not a clip and rippa today, because of your shungitis?
Chat wants to see me yell at a guy, and we want to gang stalk him. This is a gang stalk, but I don't really have it in me right now.
You don't have the energy in you. They're saying your hair is stunning. You have stunning hair.
Yeah, doesn't everybody who wears a beanie have a stunning head of full luscious hair? Oh wait, no, Tim Pool and all those
Tim
losers.
Pool doesn't have
those
it.
losers are bald. I'm better than all of your gods, and I will smite your heroes or something. I'm tired.
All right, you
You're too heavy of shungitis today.
You don't have the shungitis in you have the shungitis in you. You don't have it in you to clip and rippa. Should I clip and rippa?
Do you want to do that for the audience?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's only been an hour and a half. I feel like
we go ahead and do a half an hour clip and rippa. You can finish off the episode 4.
Yeah.
He's not going to say anything interesting to me.
No, he's not.
If he does, I'll try to scream it from over here.
All right, let's shit on. All right, I put in a timestamp, right? A while
the audience
ago.
wants this. So.
The audience wants it. Well, I'll do it for the audience. I'll do it for the audience chat.
I'm gonna have to look up whoever they're saying I look like.
Who is it?
Scroll up.
Looks like Wayne
Static?
Static.
I don't know.
Who is that? Who is Wayne
I like
Static?
Static, like Virgil Hawkins. I don't know about. I'll look him up.
All right.
Yeah, Mint's gonna clip Rippa for you guys, and as you can tell by me being caught with my beanie and my glassware off, I'm not in the best mind state right now. It's all that shungitis in the air,
I get it. Let's
or in my blood vein, my bloodstream. Shungitis is a disease. It's not an airborne pathogen. It's like a long-term disease. I have to have it surgically removed. The parts of me that are infected with shungitis.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry you're going through that.
But when I get my ankle bracelets, I mean my shungitis taken care of, when I get both of my ankle bracelets off, I get to go around the United States and I won't have shungitis anymore. And I'll get to put bunny stickers wherever I want until the police catch me again.
Well, I think I know what time it is. It's time for...
He was gonna pull up and shave me.
All right. You know what time it is. It's time for what the fuck is Eric Julian saying in For Canon's Sake episode 4. Let's find out.
You would know if you follow my YouTube. I have called people literally to do a live stream and Skype them in because we got in an argument on Twitter.
All right. There needs to be some added context. What the fuck is he talking about right now?
Woman. I have absolutely, I don't even read comics. Not only have any sort of legitimate credential to represent this character, but I've wrote this and that. I ain't really into comics, but hey.
Also, I should remind everyone that before we continue forward, we're at 8 what it is for 4 episodes of For Canon's Sake. That's what we're at right now. That's our official counter.
It's an easy in. I know y'all gonna pay me. And I'm gonna use this character to certainly promote my ideological nonsense. It's writing, doing it in the comics, in this comic book. I don't even know if
Screen.
You're on screen. What's up?
Full screen me.
Okay, full screen you.
You guys are saying I look like a fellow by the name of Wayne Static. Someone in chat even said Static X, but according to the Google search I just did, he has another group far more relevant to this episode today of For Canon's Sake. He has another group called Pigface. Like Nerdrotic's fat pig lady wife Melissa has.
Amazing. Anyway, that's what it is. Let's continue forward, shall we?
the movie people that write these movies even read the goddamn comics. I don't know. I can't look at Captain Marvel, the movie, and say, oh yeah, man, those guys are all about source material. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. That was criminal. But I want to segue into this real quick, and I'm not going to dwell on it too long. But I did mention it at the beginning of the show.
First of all, Eric, everything you say is too long. You're going to dwell on it too long. Let me help you out there.
I say things like this. I don't throw punches, and I don't hide my hands.
Oh? You don't throw punches, and you don't hide your hands. Wait, what does that mean?
Myself available. Now, what do I mean by that? I make myself available, and what I mean by that is that that if you follow Willie, you would know if you follow my YouTube. I have called people literally to do a live stream and Skype them in because we got in an argument on Twitter. Or they said something that I took issue with on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm not your run-of-the-mill content creator. Don't respond to the haters type of guy. That ain't me. I'm not one of those, oh, it's not worth... No, that's not me. Even if we are name-calling on Twitter, And usually we go there if you take it there. I don't initiate that.
No, you don't initiate, huh?
But using this as an example, I don't go there. They let you go there, but if we go there, I'm still willing to have a cordial, honest dialogue with you. I'm willing to say, scrap what happened to you on Twitter, in the Twitter comments. Scrap what happened. Let's have an honest discussion about the topic that we're discussing. Let's have a live, honest, cordial debate. Because half of these guys that I'm getting into it with, Annons, anonymous people, people that hide behind blocks.
Dude, he says he has cordial conversations with people on Twitter all the time. Oh my goodness. No, wow, okay. Oh my goodness. Also, thank you so much, Slevin Clovera, for $2, says, appreciate you and what you guys do. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and also thank you for the $2. Appreciate it. Oh boy.
I don't do that.
Shadowing?
And it's a reason. There's a good reason. And I think people are heavily critical that this is a policy of mine. But I make myself available because I want there to be honest dialogue, and I think it should be encouraged. All too often do we have people, no matter it be politically, socially, it doesn't really matter. Well, people live in echo chambers. They say things that they can only say, and it be validated by people that agree with them.
What?
For the likes and for the retweets, for the shares. And then it's like anytime that there's somebody else that has any sort of dissenting idea, certainly if they have a following just as big as them, they'll block them, run away, stuff like that. That ain't me.
That is you.
I think that
is you. Worse. It wasn't him. Now it is him. Whoo, he became everything that he does not like, chat. Holy shit. Not me, though. I accept due criticisms.
corny. I think that's whack as hell. Let me be 100. I think you are whack as hell if you throw punches on the internet and you hide your hands. No, Jimmy. Nah, I won't have a lie.
Is this AI EG? No, this is from For Canon's Sake episode 4, which he published on his YouTube channel. This is him. This is what he released. It's wild, right? It's crazy.
Think I'm gonna have a live discussion with you?
Yeah.
All right, cornball.
Cornball! What a name. Also, no, you've had a lot of live discussions since then, Eric July. Yeah.
Why the hell are you on the internet talking down? If you are incapable of having live dialogue. See, there's a lot of nonverbal cues that are being missing. And you're still going to miss some of that stuff.
That are being missing.
Wait, being missing? Well, you can fucking... Why do you think I don't... I do...
dying of shungitis.
I don't do Clippin Rippas alone for a reason. You seem to pick up on things that I don't pick up on.
What? Like hearing the words he says? Just fucking go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
In a live discussion, but unless you're face to face, but you get rid of a lot of the
You probably missed a bunch. Just half a minute. No.
Okay.
No.
I got you.
And I disagree with that. I think that's
What
corny.
can I throw
think
at
that's
you?
whack as hell. Let me be 100. I think you are whack as hell if you throw punches on the internet and you hide your hands. Nah,
Get you back so far.
Because I thought it was
You're ruining my life.
have a live. You think I'm gonna have a live discussion with you?
You are ruining
All right,
my
cornball.
life, man.
Why the hell are you on the
I'm
internet
dying
talking
of
down?
shungitis, and you can't even let the chat guide you through making fun of Eric
If you are
for
incapable
12 minutes?
of having live dialogue. See, there's a lot of nonverbal cues that are being missing. And you're still going to miss some of that
Just
stuff.
talking dime. I don't
He says it's. I don't know.
In a live
He doesn't speak
discussion,
English.
but
He
unless
also
you're face
refuses to admit he speaks like any kind of black vernacular. He just says like he doesn't. So
to face, but you get rid of a lot of the communicative barriers on social media comments, limited characters on Twitter. You just don't pick stuff up, right? It's hard to have a back and forth dialogue.
No, it's
Everybody
hard for
can
you,
Google
an
information.
illiterate moron, to use a writing utensil to have a back and forth dialogue. It is easy for those of us who know how to write to do so.
Real fast.
All projections.
It's hard to tell if anybody really knows what the hell they're talking about, or they're just copy and pasting. It's hard to dictate that.
Wait,
But
did he copy and paste people's arguments? Go back. Did he just admit to that? Because every time somebody goes, yeah, my enemy is there making sock puppets all day. It's like, so you have sock accounts? Because that's not a real normal thing. He just said that people on Twitter are just copy and pasting their opinions.
limited characters on Twitter, you just don't pick stuff up, right? It's hard to have a back and forth dialogue. Everybody can Google information real fast. It's hard to tell if anybody really knows what the hell they're talking about.
This motherfucker, when he's asked a political question, Googles it and copy and paste. He just said so by projecting what he's not doing, definitely, and what you all are actually doing for sure. That's how transparent this fucking shit is. Makes me sick.
Or they're just copy and pasting. It's hard to dictate that. But if you get
it's hard to dictate
somebody,
that. It's not hard to. That's not what dictating is. What you think it's hard to do, which is like discern that maybe. It's definitely not dictate that, moron. You fucking illiterate retard. And I'm fucking mint salad, and I think you're a retard. You understand how low you are? Lower than the dogs outside in my neighbor's yard. You are to me.
Go on a show where you have some open dialogue. I ain't talking about no. All right, I'm gonna appear on your segment for.
Wasn't dictate.
For 3 minutes.
Discern's a word that works there.
And I'm gonna have my 10. I'm talking about long form. Hey, let's have a discussion for an hour plus about the topic at hand. Are you capable of doing that? And I always welcome that. For those that disagree, people that are social, I would love for people to email me, info@ericdjuly.com. That's info @ericdjuly.com. If you take issue with what
Why the fuck would you spell info, you piece of shit? Who the fuck do you think? Do you think you said it in a way that we would mishear it, or do you think that somebody doesn't know how to spell info? Because that's the only thing I've ever discerned you saying, you fucking piece of shit.
This 2 minutes of audio should get copy and pasted everywhere.
Go grab it. It's For Canon's Sake, episode number 4.
Yeah.
Chat, he's taken down 24 of these episodes of For Canon's Sake from the For Canon's Sake playlist, not knowing that I can just source them from other places where the audio's been cached, probably.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go over every single episode of this show. That's the namesake of my show, For Canon's Sake, because I am the lore keeper. I am the canon keeper. I am the Doku Man card maker of Eric July and of his life and of his fortune. I'm going to tell his story. I'm going to watch every episode of his show, comment on it, and yell at my girlfriend during. And then when my girlfriend dies or leaves me, I'm going to spend the rest of my life making a Chris Chan documentary-esque documentary on everything Eric July has ever said or done wrong. It's my life's mission, chat. I'm dedicating my entire existence to Eric now. Every convention that he goes to from now on will be a business expense for me.
I said, and you want to have a live discussion, even if it's off the record, I'm 100% up for that. I've mentioned somebody by name, Kelly Thompson. If Kelly Thompson thinks it takes exception to something that I said, I'd be 100% up for hearing how. I'd be 100% up.
You would be 100% up for hearing out any SJW who takes exception with what he's saying. Maybe he's right. Maybe he's not a right-wing comic book, and he's always been saying that. But everybody was so desperate to have a black friend that they were like, yeah, but he's talking to us and doesn't like SJWs. So we're going to promote him anyway, even though he's an SJW.
Discussing it. Tell me your vision. And if I'm wrong in any sense, there ain't no shame in my game in saying, you know what, okay, I had you messed up. It ain't no shame in my game. But I think that's why we don't get towards a more peaceful society, more cordial society, is because the curse that has come with social media.
No, it's because you use the technological overlords of social media to silence your detractors, Eric. You're what's wrong with society. People like you, every single person throughout human history who, when they feel criticized, lash out at someone else, they're the problem. Mint!
Yeah.
How does that relate to you exactly? Why don't you explain to the chat?
I don't know.
When you hear criticism, you lash out at the person telling you the criticism.
Yes. Yeah.
You're the problem.
Yeah.
You are not an answer. You have nothing to offer the rest of the world as long as you cannot improve yourself.
Yeah.
Spurging out, freaking out, melting down, and having tantrums over being told that you did something wrong is an unacceptable way to act in society at all.
That's correct.
When are you going to stop? Will it be before 33 years old?
Yeah.
Eric was like 30 when he started For Canon's Sake.
My behavior will not lead into my 30s like it did for Eric. So,
Gift and a curse. I mentioned this before. The gift is that we've been able to connect with people that we otherwise would have never been able to connect with. The negative is that people have jumped in echo chambers, and now because of the likes, the shares, the retweets, the follows, people can pretend like they know
Duh.
That's the story of Isom.
Stuff that they don't know. People can pretend like they're way more intellectual than what they are. People can run from debate. People can run from discussion. People can they don't have to have conversations.
Wait, rewind this. Clip this, chat. Rewind it. Let's give him some silence while we just guffaw at the screen. Like, what do you say? What do you mean that cowards can run from debates all they want, but they're not intellectual? Play that again.
Stuff that they don't know. People can pretend like.
Go back a little more.
All right.
A little more.
It ain't no shame in my game. But I think that's why we don't get towards a more peaceful society, more cordial society, is because the curse that has come with social media. It's a gift and a curse. I mentioned this before. The gift is that we've been able to connect with people that we otherwise would have never been able to connect with. The negative is that people have jumped in echo chambers, and now because of the likes, the shares, the retweets, the follows, people can pretend like they know stuff that they don't know. People can pretend like they're way more intellectual than what they are. People can run from debate. People can run from discussion. People can they don't have to have conversation with the other individuals that's on the opposite side.
Do you believe the projection on this motherfucker? Can you believe he has the gall to have said that at any point in his lifetime?
He did everything he just said.
Yeah, but he said it first. You see, he said that you shouldn't do any of those things long before he did it.
Social media.
So at least there's that.
At
least he changed completely at the first hint of money, because he's a spineless piece of shit snake oil salesman, and he always has been.
And I would argue that social media has discouraged that because of that element. So it's a curse in that sense. People are afraid to talk. People are afraid to talk. Certainly to people that they disagree with. But that's not me. And I make myself available because I want to set myself aside. And I just think that this is an honest thing to do. Certainly for somebody that has strong opinions, that has convictions on what they believe in, I have very strong.
You think the honest thing to do is to make yourself available and debate your critics. Which means now, when you say you're acting accordingly and moving differently, what you mean is you are willing to be dishonest now.
Eric ran from a debate with EVS. Eric pretends he's more intellectual than he is. He's describing himself.
Yeah, he is. Let's keep going.
Opinion. That's not to say that I can take up every podcast offer. I can't do that. I'm in a band. I'm co-found Being Libertarian. I got my channel. I got, a house I take care of. I grind. I wake up early. I grind real late. I make my videos. I write. I got so much stuff that I'm doing, man. I'm working. So I can't talk to everybody. But realistically speaking, I want to make sure that I'm available.
By the way,
as
chat,
much as I
this
can.
is an Eric July with thousands of subs, not hundreds of thousands. And at the time, these videos, even now, have less than 5 or 6K views each video.
Yeah, they got no views.
Like 2K views. He's talking to no one. But he's talking to them like he's already more important than them. He's at this point, he's only as big as our channel is. And he's telling everyone, well, I don't have time to go on your podcasts. Don't you understand? I'm in a band. I'm writing all day for my band.
Can be available. Certainly if it's somebody that I'm talking about. Especially. We had this thing with Talib Kweli. Me and him got into it.
No, there was no thing. He insulted Talib Kweli, Black Thought, on Twitter, and then got dunked on, and then made a video about it, and is now saying that he had a thing with Talib Kweli. He made a song that was like a diss track responding to Talib Kweli. He got really like corny and over-engaged himself with this back and forth that didn't really mean anything.
Oh, did he get slam dunked upon with better writing by chance in this guy's response?
I don't know. Do you even know who I'm talking about?
No.
You know Talib Kweli from Black Star and
No.
with Mos Def and
No, but I've heard the name Mos Def, but I'm not familiar with who that guy is specifically.
No.
So anyway,
I said Black Thought. I meant from Black Star.
Okay.
He throws his punches, he hides his hands. Hey man, link up with me. Let's link up. Same with Maj Toure. It's the same thing with him and Talib.
Maj
He was
Toure?
like,
You didn't even say his name right. Dude, fucking I gotta ask, Eric, what race are you?
Why do you ask?
He is not part of black culture at all. And he's also not part of any other culture. It's so weird to see a guy totally devoid of culture like this. Like anybody looking at me can tell that I'm obviously way blacker than Asian.
Yeah.
Okay. Eric July is nothing. He's like, I'm going to wear a cowboy hat in my award ceremony. And I was raised by my grandmother in Arkansas, but I speak with as much properish English as I can so that I don't seem low. Like he's black. He's like Obama. Like Eric July is like Obama. He should run for Congress already. I'm fucking telling you. He's like Obama. Whatever race Obama is that Obama made up, Eric is that race. I think Pete Buttigieg is the same race, I think, as Obama and Eric July.
Culturally ambiguous black guy?
No, Buttigieg has white skin.
Oh.
And is gay. But when he goes to Texas, he speaks in a Southern drawl.
Oh.
And when he's not in Texas, he doesn't. Like God's very own grifter machines, just going around grifting and snake oil sailing all the time. It's fucking insane.
he was having an event. You know, he's got does.
It was an old school preacher hat, not a cowboy hat, to be pedantic. Yeah, well, you know, comedy, sometimes you have to say the thing everybody knows and not the other thing.
For those that don't know, he was having an event out there in New York. He was inviting Talib. I said, I'll fly out there. We can all have a round table discussion about the topic at hand. He declines it. Talib Kweli. He is.
Why the fuck would he accept you coming out to argue with him? Who the fuck are you? And at this point, you were even less of a nobody than you are now. Now you're unworthy of an audience with anyone who's ever done anything for the culture like Talib Kweli. You definitely were then not in the running for being considered for going out to argue with him. He disagreed with you on Twitter. Man, I've talked to Jit on Twitter. I've talked to Chuck D on Twitter. I've been back and forth arguing with Chuck D on Twitter because I think that his pro-vaccine, pro-mask mandate shit was a little fascist for Public Enemy. Just a little bit, I thought. For Public Enemy to be in support of, I thought maybe And so I got an argument with him, but I don't like carry it around. Like I've never talked about it before. What the fuck?
This is a good comment. He keeps discussing about having a discussion, effectively saying absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Well, his whole career has been about discussing, about talking about, doing something about changing the culture around him. And that's why back to the culture. It's like he'll say, like, well, if you don't get it, this is a cultural thing. But what culture, Eric? What culture is it a thing of? Bro, I've got so many friends in Texas, and none of them are in your culture either. They don't understand you at all. I'm like, hey, man, you spent all your time here. You grew up and lived here, and you make music here. And what is up with Eric July? Like, is he... And they're never like, oh, that's just like how Texas people are. It's just like, yeah, I have no idea what the fuck is wrong with that guy. That guy's a fucking lunatic. He has no culture at all. He's a black rapper guy in metal bands in Texas. You would think he would at least be white.
Could you say he's a black hole of culture?
Chuck D was being corny. Crazy cat. Chuck D was being corny. Chuck D was being like pro-vaccines and mandates and shit. And like now I've realized all the rappers were just lying about that to continue getting paid money from record labels. None of them actually took the vaccine. But you know.
Fraud.
Jimmy Reyes, you're Texan. Is the Abolo tie like is dressing like a character from seasons of Yellowstone? Is that Texan to you? Because that's like kind of more of like a cattlesman thing to me. He dressed like a cattle farmer when he got that business award, and I think he thinks that he's wearing Texas skin.
Who's the cows that he's herding?
Nerdrotic's wife.
I thought she's a pig. Oink,
damn,
oink.
You're right. You fucked me. Fuck, I'm not funny anymore. Fuck.
It's the shungitis. It's all right. You'll recover.
Thank you. It's the shungitis.
Yeah.
He declines it. Talib Kweli. He is an internet.
No, I know people who know about him from the music scene, and like they also just don't. Like he just hung around. He was the replacement. Like again, it seems tokenistic and racist when it's like he was the rapper in a metal band 3 times. Like it seems like kind of a token.
Yeah.
Like that he was occupying in a token role that he was occupying in the music scene of Dallas.
Ooh.
And we know people who live around there and who have even know Alex as a musician and stuff. These people have always been like snake oil salesmen, grifter pieces of shit. They've just been doing it under everyone's radar until they found an easy way into a grift. And I'm still not entirely convinced they weren't pointed this way by the Soska sisters beforehand. I'm not entirely convinced that this isn't all a fucking work. I'm fucking leaning towards Eric and the Soskas planned to do this together from the beginning, because why would they be like the third comic he happened to find? I don't believe it. And then they said in that documentary that somebody sent it to him. But he says in the first episode of For Canon's Sake that he's got their book in his pull list. It doesn't add up.
It seems a little fishy. Or doubly fishy.
He declines it. Talib Kweli. He is an internet fraud. Let's call him what he is, a fraud. When you do stuff like that, I got to call you fake. Because you talking noise on Twitter, but you're not even trying to really honestly, cordially engage with the person that you're out there down talking, spreading lies and gossip about. You're certainly doing that with me.
You threatened to kill me! And now I'm going to earn that death, Eric. I'm going to earn your murder. I'm going to show up in Denver Comic Fan Expo, and I'm going to come up to your table. I'm going to yell, holy shit, help, that guy has a gun. He's trying to kill me with his gun. I'm going to make security check that you don't have a gun in your fucking waistline, like you threatened to have at the next Comic-Con that I go to. You threatened to shoot me. Then you hired armed security. Then you bragged on Twitter about how your armed security was the same armed security as Tom Hiddleston, one of the Disney guys you pretend you don't like. You fucking vapid, soulless.
I like that one because he protected me from young Clippa, potentially.
Outright lying. And then when I say, hey let's link up. Nah. Okay. you're a fraud. And that would never be me. So I will, as much as I can, always make myself available.
Yo, Eric, you nerd. Quit with the mumbo jumbo and talk about some new comics.
That's my favorite part of his show is the stupid bumper guy who I always forget about until we hear him again. That Eric is probably just one of his band members who's editing his podcast. Editing is a word I use very lightly here. Who just pops in to say, hey, nobody actually cares about that. Why don't you spend the next 4 minutes pretending this is a show about comic books?
Also, he said at the end that he wasn't a fraud, right?
It'll never be him. We'll see, Eric. I'm gonna make you kill me, or you're a fraud.
Oh my goodness!
I'm not gonna let you avoid EVS. I'm going to walk right up to you, and I'm going to put stickers on you and shave your arms and whatever else I want to do. And you can kill me or not, but none of this stops until I get an apology and you face to face. You confront and talk to Ethan Van Sciver about your several months long harassment campaign targeted against him and Comicsgate.
What's on your pull list for the week?
On the pull list for the week, and this is the week of, this is Wednesday, last Wednesday, when I was at the shop, so we're talking about, that's the 8th, May 8th. I got all my books right here that I picked up. This is what we got. We got Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man issue number 6.
This fucking moron finally realized that you can't do a pull list show like every week. So
this is the second poll list, or
this is second poll list.
Okay.
Like grab bag.
Did he skip a week? Or like was the first episode like a week after
The first
poll?
episode was literally the day he got a poll.
Okay.
And then I don't know what happened with the timeline here. I'm not following the dates. That would be a you thing.
Yeah,
but
I didn't
this
pay
is episode
attention to
4, so he's saying it was May 8th.
Introducing Spider-Bite. We got a new Spider-Man. As if the world needed any more Spider-Man. Look, man, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I may do a podcast alone on this issue because there are way too many Spider-Man. There's too many. There's too many Spider-Man books.
This is the guy. This is the genius behind the new biggest comic book company in indie comics. A guy who doesn't think that like a lot of Spider-Mans in a movie would make any money. Years before the Miles Morales trilogy.
Everyone loves Spider-Man.
This guy's a fucking idiot. More Spider-Mans means more money.
Is this 2022? This is 2019. This is a 29. Where were you? May 8th, 2019. Eric D. July was recording this podcast.
Variations of Spider-Man. It's just too much. It's not necessary. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, though, I did like how it started. We got that. We, of course, got the 2 War of the Realms books, Journey into Mystery, as well as New Agents of Atlas, which I think that this is a goofy-ass team. But I will most definitely do a video on that. But Journey into Mystery as well, that's been interesting.
It's just a bad take. Like, you can say, I don't like a lot of Spider-Mans, but to say, like, man, there are too many Spider-Mans is like a...
Most spiders, more problems.
It just means nothing at all. This is the kind of guy who'd be like, I just think Avatar should have ended at the first one and not have a second movie because it's not going to make any money. These are the kind of creative decisions that you don't want in a guy running a comic book company. There's a lot of things Marvel has done wrong in the last few years. Spider-Man's wasn't it.
Them keeping Spider-Man is a good decision they made.
Miles Morales, you got some other guys protecting Thor's new little sister or little brother. I can't remember off the top of my head, but
why not?
That's
you
also
presumably read this like this month, right? Recently, you're complaining about something that just happened, but you just can't remember the details off the top of your head. But you can say in detail every detail from the Captain Marvel wiki page every time it comes up. Okay, I believe you. I believe you read comics, Eric. I really do. I totally believe that.
Well, those 2 artists. So we got War of the Realms, New Agents. Journey into Mystery, as well as New Agents of Atlas. Those are issue 1s right there. We also have something that I'm really stoked for, and that's the Invaders issue number 5. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the Invaders, but the Invaders is doing some really interesting things with making this connection and expanding on this connection between the Submarine-er and Professor X.
Submarine-er?
Submarine-er.
What the fuck? I can't. All right, guys. I'm trying to get through this episode.
We're so close to the end, and then we can start
Why the
another
fuck
one.
did he say Submarine-er?
I don't know, man. Submarine-er. I can get it because he's underwater, but he's a mariner.
No, you can't get it because he's underwater, Mint.
Marine.
It's
That's
it. No, I know, but that's not
the name. I get it.
The word doesn't mean one who submarines. He's not Namor the Submarine-er. He's a submariner because he lives underwater.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Oh, wow.
Just sit with me. Back. I'm fucking gonna cry.
We gotta, wow. That was so bad.
And expanding on this connection between the Submarine-er and Professor X.
The Submarine-er.
The Horseman.
The horse.
Oh God, Eric.
Oh my God.
Eric, you didn't have to write a bad comic book. You could have just kept reading Submarine-er books. You didn't have to create the polymath.
The polymath.
Fuck it.
Professor X goes to Submarine-er, finding out that he's sort of got this mutant thing going on.
Why is he fucking like mumbling under his breath as he falls asleep? He sounds like he answered guide is not me. Roll it back while he talks about Professor X and the Submarine-er. I fucking can't. Really, Submarine-er? I get it. Not everybody knows everything that they've ever read before and how to pronounce it. But holy fuck, bro.
Look,
you've never talked to anyone about Namor before? Namor. Fine. I can understand that. But Submarine-er, dude? Are you fucking kidding me? Yo, shout out Subway for the catering. Yo, shout out Submarine-er for the good comics I'm reading. What are you fucking doing here?
He's not a submarine.
He's not a submarine. He's not one who submarines.
He's a submariner. He's under the water. Holy shit.
The Submarine-er and Professor X. Professor X goes to Submarine-er, finding out that he's sort of got this mutant thing going on. He wanted the Submarine-er to help him wanted to find other mutants. So he was the first.
How many times can he say Submarine-er before he knows it's wrong? Like he realizes, that sounds goofy. I've never heard anybody say Submarine-er before.
No, he probably thinks it's right.
It's because he bought it like the comic today. He was just reading up on the Wikipedia on how Sue Storm was kidnapped by Namor, right?
It's Submarine-er.
It's not firsthand information or knowledge.
Is it issue 4? I don't remember which issue, but I fucking remember I remember it being Submarine-er, and what the fuck?
First person that Professor X came into contact with the other mutant like him. So it's interesting. Check that out. Symbiote Spider-Man. Mysterio is on this. I will be checking that out. Of course, I haven't done any videos.
This is his pull list. This is his comic review segment of his Comic and Culture podcast. We have a whole fucking review segment where a hot girl with tits talks about comic books she actually read. And Eric's like, Symbiote Superman, this one has the Submarine-er in it. I love my Symbiote Supermans. There's too many Spider-Mans, but I picked up Symbiote Spider-Man today because I like when all the Spider-Mans are blacks. But that means that they're Venoms, not Miles Morales's. Okay, that's what I meant by that. Fucking sick of this man. Roll it back a little bit.
Oh my God.
We gotta get out of here before I start yelling slurs.
Of course, I haven't done any videos. We have Wonder Woman issue number 70 and chapter 1, year 1 of The Flash, issue 70 of The Flash. So it's sort of a retcon.
What, you just have them? That's nothing, dude.
Sort of not going through his origin again. So we will be going through some of that stuff as well. I may be doing some videos on that. But yeah, that's on the pull list.
This is all it took to convince people to give him $3 million. This is all it took. Pretending to like comic books for 4 months is all it fucking took. You guys, you don't understand. The entire Eric July Likes Comic Books arc, when it started after the Eric July is playing NBA All-Stars with his friends on YouTube, with Brandon, when he stopped doing that and started doing comic book grifting videos, it took like 5 months to get a podcast with Nerdrotic and EVS and all these people because he showed up at the right time in the right place.
For the week, upcoming week, we've got a lot of new comics coming in. Right now, I'm actually getting caught up on just comics in general, like Infinity Wars.
Dude,
Infinity,
that's the only comic you talk about.
It's Infinity War?
And it's variations. Infinity Watch, Infinity Saga, Infinity Gauntlet, I like the Infinity stuff. Because Thanos was the most popular thing in the world. So Eric's only input with I really honestly think that when Thanos started popping up in Marvel movies, he read the Thanos stuff. Because he talks about Thanos War. The only comic book videos on his channel are him talking about every issue of the Thanos War.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've said it before on the show. It's fucking embarrassing.
So, going when Adam Warlock returned.
Yeah, we've heard it.
Because Kang, sent him back in time to go see his old self. So he's been buried for, I don't know, centuries and whatnot. Then he finally emerges in the new century and the current year, if you will. He's there. And they are dealing with this, it's another issue with the Infinity Stones. Gamora's pretty cutthroat in it.
He usually
get caught up on that
cancer, because that's on the Wikipedia page about Adam Warlock.
Oh.
I never went through it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to finish out. I got Justice League No Justice that I need to finish out so I can get finished up with some of this, the current Justice League run. And
I got this Justice League book that I got to finish out so I can get finished up. Like, dude, you don't have to use so many words. You think that you're being intelligent, but what you're being is redundant. You think you're being verbose, but what you're being is a faggot.
Also, he's saying he's running through these comics, right? Do you think he's rushing through them just to get?
He's not reading them at all. There's not any amount of reading it. He buys it, he looks through it, and goes, "Well, I have it, and I read it.
I like the pretty pictures."
And then when someone on Twitter says something about a book he owns, he runs over to his little bookshelf and he picks it up and he looks through it to try to know what he's talking about or something.
Yeah, it's like listening to an 8-year-old talk about a movie.
It's fucking crazy, dude. You couldn't find a guy less knowledgeable about comic books in the sphere. There's not one. As much as I don't like Hail the Lore or Sturgis, I believe they like comics somewhat because they're a certain type of off-putting that comes from liking a niche hobby.
Yeah.
Like seriously actually liking it and people not understanding how much you like it. Okay?
Yeah.
People didn't understand how much I like comic books growing up. They thought it was weird. They thought I was weird and off-putting. Could you imagine that? There's nothing weird about me.
Wait, it's weird to read comic books?
People thought I was weird for it.
How is that weird?
Eric July cuts his beard too much to like comic books. I just don't believe
But reading words in a book isn't
Such
weird.
A fucking liar.
But looking at some colorful pages is weird. I don't get fucking
There's a whole
society.
stereotype. It's a cultural thing. You as a hot woman wouldn't get it.
I literally don't get it. I think comic books are cooler than words in a book. Like just plain ass words. Let's continue.
Justice League run, and if you want to understand what's going on,
Sturgis and Hail the Lore suck, but they suck in a more earnest way. Eric sucks like a snake oil salesman. Like everything he says and does is a con or a grift. Let's try to get through this. We're
so close to the end.
I want a Submarine-er sandwich now.
All right.
with that source wall and stuff like that, then you have to know that. So I'm getting caught up on. I'm so behind on a lot of old comics because I get ahead of myself and trying to get into the new stuff. So I'm trying to do a better job of getting caught back up on the old stuff, the stuff that I have that are just sitting in my long boxes. And
your
I
long
get caught up on that.
boxes. Sorry, you have a bunch of stuff that you have to get around to that's just sitting in your long boxes? This guy talks like he has the infinite money hack on GTA on. He said recently, and EVS covered it on Trashcast, that he spent hundreds of thousands of $100,000, maybe two. Hundreds of thousands of dollars on DC and Marvel comics and merch and statues and toys and stuff.
How does he have that money?
A rich grandma, maybe? He has to come from wealth. This fucking guy was a Planet Fitness manager in 2019, 2020, 2021. He did not quit working at Planet Fitness and use money he saved up from Planet Fitness to start this fucking comic company.
The idea that you can save $200,000 from Planet Fitness, you have to be like living with somebody and not spending any of your
Tony,
money.
I'm going to be asleep on the show. I'm going to be asleep in the bed back there while Mint paints over here and you talk to a guest who I didn't book or plan to have. And I'm sure Mint didn't either because she's a terrible producer for that show.
Yeah, I certainly did not do that.
CG Scumlords at 8 p.m. ET here on this channel. Don't miss it. We are the Comicsgate scum. Fuck him. So it's
internal investors, or maybe Glenn Beck went to his gym. Maybe they might have met there. Who knows?
That's what
legit just bulk buying comics for internet cred. Yeah, you could have hundreds of random nothing comics. Like Mint has a bunch of packaged boxes of bull bag comics over there.
Yeah,
like she was gonna do on streams. Like you open it and see what you get and stuff.
Also,
they're not comics of any. Well, yeah, sure. But I'm saying Eric did too. Eric got hundreds and hundreds of just comic books and put them in a long box or two, and said, "Look at how many comic books I have." But it means nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're doing. Got to get caught up on that. Got to get caught up on some of the Detective Comics, and I would love to do more and more material on some of that stuff, which I will do.
Yeah,
just
not true
get caught
either.
up,
Yeah,
so.
you know, he just didn't make that that nebulous $200,000. Like, is either I just doesn't. I know how money works.
Money goes fast.
It's not just that. It's in 6 years or so of working at Planet Fitness, how much money could he have taken home that he could have saved $200K while also spending $100K or $200K on Marvel stuff, right? It's like there's a bunch of details here. Like, I don't believe that he spent all that money, if he did at all spend all that money on Marvel and DC stuff. It was not in his early 20s. It was in his late 20s. At the same time, he would be saving up for the Rippaverse stuff. I can believe one or the other thing. I barely believe that he funded the Rippaverse. I definitely don't believe it if he's being honest about how much money he spent on things before the Rippaverse. He's talking like he has the kind of money that maybe like we have access to before his comic book company was successful. I don't believe him.
It also depends on which position he was at Planet Fitness. So I was looking up like how much people Planet Fitness jobs by
he was the
hourly
assistant
wage.
manager.
He was assistant manager.
He's an ass man.
Okay. So
maybe he got a promotion to manager. I don't know.
All right. Can I fucking look up in 2019? Oh,
He's
yeah.
either lying about the tens of thousands or hundreds of dollars that he spent on Marvel to try to coax people into spending all their money on his stuff, like making it sound reasonable to spend $100,000 on one company.
That is a lot.
Or you know, Glenn Beck funded it, which is like it's so obvious. It doesn't even make a fun theory to say it.
Assistant manager, you say, right? In 2024, this has definitely gone up. In 2024, it was between $10 and $18 per hour, right? And someone did the math. I'm not going to do the math. All I'm going to say,
here to do the math. I'm just saying that I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
I see the way his campaigns make money. I see the way that like people like EVS or Mint or Friday Night Tights. I see the kind of money they're making. I see how much money like Nick Ricada makes on his YouTube channel. Right. And then I think about all that and I think none of those people could afford to do what he's saying he did.
Eric meant hundreds and thousands.
He's a mush mouth.
$1,100 I spent on Marvel and DC. Well, he was trying to make the point that all of his hating is out of love, but I think it was also just a humble brag about how much money he makes.
Oh my goodness, Travis
Yes.
Perrick for $5 says, is EG a tourist, a fake geek girl? The hundreds
Wait,
and hundreds.
you said EG and Feek. Are you Yaira? What is happening? Read it correctly.
Is EJ a tourist, a fake geek girl? The hundreds and hundreds of comic books are all the ISOM.
Now, yeah.
hashtag
Now he
keys
owns.
in
Now he
his
owns
warehouse.
tens of thousands of comics. Now.
that's you got the warehouse to store all those comics. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for the super chat. After we're done with this episode, I'm gonna do the balloons. So
Most
let's do 'em.
definitely flying through Infinity Wars, Infinity right
Yeah,
now. We'll be.
If Eric spent hundreds of thousands, then Marvel cucked him. Not like hundreds of thousands. Yeah. He says he spent $100,000. He was bragging about it. He spent $100,000 or $200,000 on it.
Caught up going into the Infinity Watch, Wolverine Infinity Watch. So all that leads together. So I'm looking forward to it. So I'm
Dude,
gonna finish
all
that.
the Infinity Watch stuff does lead together. Thanks.
That out. And yeah, I'm gonna finish that out, and we're gonna get back to the real, more videos and what have you.
That's going to do it for today's episode of For Canon
Yeah, I don't need to listen
No,
to
I
the
want to
guy.
hear it.
and
Okay.
Sync with Eric July. Be sure to keep it locked for the best mix of comics and political commentary you'll ever hear. And I mean ever hear. To get caught up or to contact the show, be sure to visit forcanonsake.com.
No, go to forcanonsake.live or forcanonsake.org or forcanonsake.net. Fuck forcanonsake.com. Me and my homies hate forcanonsake.com.
Woo!
All right, what it is we got through another episode of For Canon's Sake. That means that and we're not going to do Clip and Rippa on Friday because we have to go out of town Friday afternoon so that we can be at the racetracks Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday at like noon, I think.
Yeah.
So that's the idea.
Well, I want to get out of town here at like 4 o'clock. So
Okay.
if we can do Clippaverse at 2 o'clock, just do a quick maybe a what it is, and you can review a comic book so that you're still on schedule with that.
Yeah.
Then you can just go down to the little chicken festival.
Oh
right?
yeah, there's a chicken festival. It's gonna happen. Then we can have all the chickens in the chat. Whenever there's a chicken festival, I'll go down to the chicken festival, call from the chicken festival.
You're gonna send yourself a link to the StreamYard and you're gonna call in from the chicken festival.
Exactly. That's the idea.
All right.
So
So that could be fun.
yeah.
We'll have to test that beforehand to make sure it all works out.
Hopefully it works out. But luckily, we have some super chats.
Oh, cool.
And,
I'll throw darts.
And now it's time to throw some darts. So let me just put me alone on the screen. So thank you so much. Anything goes. That's 10 darts. Frog Tony, 1 dart. Slevin Clovera, another dart. And then Travis Perrick is $5. So is that 3 darts? So 10, 11, 12, 15 darts. We have 15 darts. Get your super chats in if you want more darts thrown at the balloons. But let me tell you who I got on
Why are you writing on the
on the
internet and every time I look at here it's Matt Bahr. And he's writing on the internet, you're writing on the internet and every time I look at here it's Matt Bahr. Why are you writing on the
Of course, I got a Sasuke sister. I got Vito. I got Ricky Ricardo. I got Eric July. And I also have a piggy lady. You might know who it is. She's just saying oink, and she has a pig nose. I got a nice pig lady. And now it's time to throw these darts, chat. What it is, it is. Alright, we got 15. Well, you can see the dart board right here currently. No, don't throw my station in the garbage. That is sad. You can see the balloons. We have 15 darts to throw. 15 darts to throw, young Clippa. We have 5 balloons to do it at. 1, 2, 3,
Why are you writing on the internet?
Oh.
You're writing on the internet, and every time I look at
5.
it's Matt Bahr. And he's writing on the internet. You're writing on the internet, and every time I look in here, it's Matt Bahr. Why are you writing on the internet?
You
You're writing on
spend
the
too much
internet, and
time
every time I
playing
look in here, it's
darts?
Matt Bahr.
Is
And
it
he's
not fun
writing on the
anymore? You
internet.
spend
You're
too much
writing on
time
the
doing it? You have 10 more
internet,
darts
and
to
every
do.
time I look in here, it's Matt Bahr. Why are you writing on the internet? You're writing on the
For what
internet, and
targets?
every time I look in here, it's Matt Bahr. And he's writing on the internet.
Who are the targets that we can add to the board?
Why are you writing on the internet?
Who it is? Do we have people? Yeah.
Every time I look in here, it's Matt Bahr. And he's writing on the internet. You're writing on the internet, and every time I look in here, it's Matt Bahr. Why are you writing on the internet? You're writing on the internet, and every time
I don't know where your princesses and CG Slims are. This will work. Well, these. I gotta tape these to the board. There's an Eric there. Alright, now we're just gonna aim at Eric on the board. We got 10 darts left. I'm not blocking it. I'm beautiful view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, that's all the darts. Woo, we did it, chat. I can't believe it, chat. Thank you. So you got Eric T. July right in the eye and all things left and jazz. Woo! This has been For Canon's Sake episode 33. Thank you so much, chat, for hanging out and having a handy dandy time. We will see you on Friday. One more thing. Hold on. What is this?
Hey, Matt, I'm coming for you very soon. In like a week. When I'm done traveling and having fun, I'm going to come after you. And I'm going to show you what it's like if I'm actually talking about you all the time, like you keep pretending I've been doing. You fucking spineless coward. Get your sailor costume ready.
All right, it has been episode 33 of For Canon's Sake with young Clippa. Thank you so much for being here. See you on Friday. Adios.
And so I go AFK. Internet.
Wait, what interview are you talking about? What interview are you talking about? I don't know what interview you mean by this. What it is that you mean by this? I don't know. Well, now I wait for a response. That's what it is that I am doing. Needed this after no flashcast last night. Trash. What? That just no.
Calling Trashcast Flashcast is like calling me Rippa.
Which I have also made the mistake of
Yeah,
doing.
because your brain doesn't work.
Trashcast. Needed this after no Trashcast last night. Good show. Love the over-the-top ranting. I thought you said earlier you're doing an interview after the show. Sorry. I don't remember saying that.
Scumlords, tonight at 8 p.m.
Oh, yeah. CG Scumlords tonight at 8 p.m. ET. It's another show on this channel with Frog Tony as the co-host.
And hopefully we have a guest.
And hopefully we have a guest at ASC Presents Mint Check Your DMs. Absolutely. 100% for sure. All right. Heck yeah. All right. Well, adios. I'll do it the DM off show. CG Scum Lords tonight at 8 p.m. ET. And I hope that you can make it. Adios.
It don't mean a thing where we operate. You could get a ring on your finger or a bang or that lingers or a lifetime of pain or a lifetime away.
Yeah. You don't know
know about my internet. Back before that Y2K, like you must be this weird to check. They called it the Wild West, I call it an incel festival. Not the brightest or the best, but bet they felt the rest of fools. Down amid the kids and tools, I only felt uncomfortable. You're here to lick your wounds, but no, that's not the thing to do. We don't know what to prove, and there's no one here to teach. There are the ones who preach, but we ain't good at listening. The blind that lead the blind, deeper, deep into the deep. Your soul's against the reef, bleeding, trying to find your feet. You wanna be my friend? Then we're meeting IRL, cause I've been AFK since realizing needing the nets and L.
And so I go AFK. Internet shit don't mean a thing. Where we operate, you could get a ring on your finger, or a bang, or that lingers, or a lifetime of pain, or a lifetime away.
They can't steal my style, cause I never keep it old. They wanna see me shine, but I do not got a gold ring. Used to never focus in class, cause God told me spread my message and get on their gas, they can't hold me. I can never think about who I'm past, that's the old me. Y'all posing just for a like, but I've been there. Algorithm had me stressed, now honestly I don't care, cause I ain't never had a time where winning equals don't share.
And so I go AFK, where we operate. You could get a stranger to remember you, a family that resembles you, or your life thrown away, or your life thrown away. No, sneak this here. Do I prefer face-to-face and on the street? Sure, but I ain't just a mean sir saying let's all be girl. Comedy's cool, but I'm over what I seen there. Build a team like preachers, but the weak chairs. I'm over E-Fame, got more than I need Blair. These songs is Jeep while I sleep deep in my weed there.